I know what I'm going to be doing today, going down the Dan Band rabbit hole after, for some reason, we were just talking about it and watched that scene from Old School where Will Ferrell's getting married and he hires this wedding band. It's called the Dan. That's a funny name for a band, too. The Dan Band. And that lead singer, Dan, his gag is he adds F-bombs throughout the lyrics of songs as he's singing. And, of course, he sang Total Eclipse of the Heart in Old School.
You've been hung up on that one for a while, too.
I know.
It's such a great scene. My God.
That song, is that song a beating?
Yes.
Turn around, never know a little bit, turn around, never know.
Yes.
Okay, I just needed to know. You know, she's still out there singing. Bonnie Tyler.
That's who sang that?
Yeah, and I saw her performing, I don't know, a couple years ago. It's kind of like your grandma getting out there and singing karaoke. I mean, no, and once
no
again,
offense.
Yeah, once again, no offense. So, let's talk UFOs. Don't you think it's kind of interesting? Man, how much our world changes. We had NASA out this week doing a big press conference on UFOs. I'm sorry, UAPs is what they call them now.
Right.
They've changed the name of them. They're now called Unidentified Anomalous Phenomena. And UFOs were unidentified flying objects.
Mm-hmm.
This is unidentified anomalous phenomena. So they do this press conference, and some of the key takeaways from the press conference is that the Defense Department is investigating over 800 cases right now. The time period is from 96 to the present, until the present, and most of the explanations are mundane, but there are 2 to 5% of the cases that they describe as being possibly really anomalous. And some of them were like optical illusions on the, camera systems that they had. Some of them, of course, weather balloons, things like that. But 2 to 5%, that's not nothing.
You seen the video of one of those 2 to 5% cases where it looks like a giant pinball?
Mm-mm.
It's crazy looking.
This is not the old, Go Fast and Fleer footage that from a few years ago that the New York Times did the reports on, is it?
I don't think so. I'll try to find it for you.
Yours may be the new Middle East one.
That's what it is. Yeah, it was in the Middle East.
So, yeah, that one was captured last year in the Middle East, and that is one of the truly unexplained ones right now.
It's freaky.
Shows a small metallic orb appearing to fly through the sky.
Here comes orb!
Here we are, and NASA and the Defense Department, they're all getting together and saying that they are taking this seriously and that there's something to this and that they are trying to get more coordinated in the collection of data. They want better data collection on these things because there is something to them, and they don't know what it is.
And when they find out what it is, will we know?
Will they tell us?
Anytime soon?
I don't know. My conspiracy thinking mind is that there's a reason why they're getting public about it now. I don't know what that reason is.
Just to get us used to the idea and start thinking along those lines.
Either to get us used to the idea, or the alternate explanation is that they've determined that the UFO cover story is better than the other one, so they're trying to float the UFO stuff out there. Like they want the public to believe it's, aliens or something like that, rather than whatever it really is. Whether it's our enemies have this technology, we're using this technology. It's just, why would they reverse, 100 years of trying to keep people from thinking it's aliens because the public isn't ready for that yet? To let's make sure we go with the alien type stuff. But they're not saying it's aliens. They're saying, hey, look, there's no evidence this is extraterrestrial. So they are at least being agnostic as to the cause and origin of these things.
It is odd that they're now trying to be more transparent about this and the information that they've gathered when there hasn't exactly been more public outcry for them to be more transparent. Right. They're just kind of doing this on their own.
It seems unprovoked. And there must be a reason. Now, maybe they just had a change of heart and said, hey, you know what? Transparency in government and military is better. People are maybe we need to respond to Twitter. We need to be more transparent. I don't know.
Hey, Twitter world.
But it is interesting, yes. Is it somehow related to this is all a simulation and these things are part of our own artificial intelligence that's been running the simulation for a while and just throwing stuff out? I don't know.
I'd like your first two theories, and neither one of those sound very good to me.
Yeah.
That let's get the info out there because this is something we don't know what it is. But the other one, if the Russians have this technology or we do, and we're just trying to play it off as UFOs, that's frightening too.
Or the people in the know that this is all we're all a part of a simulation that future us is running right now.
Yeah, my brain's not big enough to handle that one.
Oh. Well, they're being public about it. Also, there was a story that several people sent to me. Colonel Tucker Cinco Hamilton, who is the Air Force's chief of AI tests and operations.
Pretty awesome title.
Yeah, he shared an incident. He was doing a talk back at the Future Combat Air and Space Capability Summit in London back on May 23rd and 24th. But he was talking about the AI that we use in drones, that we've been testing in drones. And he said that we need to be more careful about this and be more intentional and buckle up for this AI revolution that's happening, because he shared a story in which there was an AI-controlled drone, and they would do these tests, these simulations with the drones of shooting targets and things like that, and the AI would be awarded points, based on how many targets it was able to hit and all this. And they told the AI, they were trying to make sure that the AI didn't shoot its operators or something. They were telling it that they wanted it to not kill humans. So they gave it instructions to do that, and it turned around and then shot the tower, the communications tower, because it didn't want to be told something that would interfere with its objective of obtaining points.
Damn.
So we gave it the objective to get as many points as it could, then told it something that would hinder it getting more points, and so it killed its operator.
Don't tell me what to do.
Right.
So is the lesson there that you have to tell it, don't kill humans first. Make that your objective.
Right. But then that goes against the very thing that you're building these drones for.
Right.
Which is to kill enemy humans. Right. But then it just, okay, I will reclassify you as an enemy. Unintended consequences. Of course, the controversy is the Air Force came out and said, hey, we want to make sure that you know that no humans were killed. This was an anecdote that he was sharing, unauthorized, and all that. So,
AI is so much in the news these days, and one of the recent big moves on Wall Street is that all the companies that are at the forefront of the artificial intelligence revolution, people are now waking up to those companies, and they're buying up those companies. And I think that's going to be a really good investment for about 5 years. And then when everybody realizes, oh, this is the thing that's going to kill us all, those companies, I think, are going to struggle.
Well, the weird thing is that if we're investing in these companies and these companies' valuation is going up because everybody's wanting to jump on the bandwagon of, hey, these are the leading companies in it, does that encourage the companies to slow it down and really take measured? Or is it, hey, it's balls to the wall gangbusters.
Right.
Look at all these people investing in it. Hey, American people are voting with their pocketbook right now.
That's
we got to
right.
keep going forward.
Innovation. That's what our company is all about.
Yes. It's our death spiral. We're doing it. This is what we wanted. We've asked for it.
Your butts.
We asked for it. So there you go. A few updates in the world of technology.
All right, Gordo.
Technology.
You know, scooters have returned to Dallas.
I know. I've seen them.
I got swing.
Yeah, what's going on?
Microphone.
It's like a crane that's trying to weather vane or something. I don't know what's happening to
swinging
it.
back and forth, and he keeps chasing it with his head like a dog after a toy
chasing
or something.
after it, pal. Okay, I think I got it.
Yeah,
Steady.
a little Mike Chase there, pal.
Uh-oh. Oh, it's moving on here. So the electric scooters are back, the rental scooters, and on the first day, this was the second day that they were back, we had an incident where a person got hit by a dart train while he was riding a scooter.
Off.
Now, it's not clear whether he was riding one of the new rental scooters or whether this was an O&O, owned and operated by him. But he was hit by the dart train on Olive Street. Hey, that's right near us, isn't it?
Yep.
And it was collision with the Orange Line train. I don't know where all the colors of the train go these days.
North and west and south.
I used to ride the Red Line or the Green Line. Sure. That's what I used to ride into work all the time.
I've already... Yeah, right. When's the last time you rode dart?
It's like a week ago on Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve.
That means 2004.
Well,
Yeah.
I did investigate seeing if I could get to work on dart in the morning. And it was impossible for me because we work so early.
The earliest it comes down here is 6?
Something like that, and I would have had to transfer.
It's a pretty long walk from over there, too.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, the station's kind of away from their station is away from our station. And then I think I would have had to transfer in Denison or somewhere.
No.
That would have taken me up to Denison, and then I get on a different bus, and then that takes me down to the light rail in Dallas.
I rode it once from Mockingbird Station to downtown, and it took about 20 minutes. And I thought, man, in my car, this takes 4 minutes.
It is a good way to go. I've gone from Denton to Dallas before,
Yeah.
and that's great.
I do like it. I love the idea. I love the information that I get from public transportation.
Me too.
No one wants to use it.
It
They all
is.
want to get in their car and
It is nice. I like getting on
Go
that
up
train.
the
And I've had
highways.
friends who are big P1s of the Dart Light Rail. Like they do the park and ride, where you go and you drive your car to one of those stations, and then you take the train into downtown Dallas. And they love it. Love it.
The biggest problem with DART is that it's not big enough. Like in cities where public transportation thrives, New York, London, Paris, the subway system is huge and you can get everywhere. But the problem I hear most commonly complained about with DART is, yes, I can get to this point, but then it's 3 miles to my work or it's a mile to my work. It's just too far.
Well, that's why we have the scooters now.
That was one of the big ideas
Yeah.
behind the scooters and the bike share.
Just don't cross right in front of the train right after you get off of it.
yeah.
And I've already seen those scooters misplaced a lot around town. Hey, misplaced. By the way, tip of the cap to a drive-by character we didn't even comment on about an hour ago. I enjoyed hearing from High Water Mark.
Oh, you heard that? I didn't
Yes.
think anyone heard that.
You said it off the air. He said hi. I mean, he said hi off the air. But privately, I enjoyed it. But George was in the middle of a hot sports opinion. I didn't want to interrupt.
I just
that.
assumed
I
you
heard
guys,
it. I just kept
I
driving.
was saying it to myself. I was just
I didn't
entertaining
even wave
myself.
at High Water Mark.
Hi, I want to know more about High Water Mark.
Yeah.
Where's he from? What does he do?
Mark. He's in the high water, I guess.
Anyway, someone was hit while they were
hope
on the
they're okay.
scooter, hit by the dart train. Are you going to try the scooters this time?
No.
Okay.
They're different looking. Have you seen them? They're more high tech looking.
Yeah. They've got crypto. in
Yeah,
them.
they give you crypto after every ride.
I was laughing about that yesterday.
I was too.
How stupid we sounded.
How tech clothing turns your sweat into crypto.
So dumb.
So dumb. Well, Texans usually do really well in the Scripps National Spelling Bee.
Yeah, it seems like we always have a finalist from around here.
I know, and I think that we had the most
pronunciation
of the 21 competitors from Texas in this year's bee. Still weird why we call it a bee. What does it take to make a competition a bee as opposed to just a competition?
That's a great question.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, is spelling the only thing that is a bee? You don't have like a frisbee bee or a golf bee.
One of the definitions of bee, a gathering of people for a specific purpose. How generic is that?
Gosh, that's generic.
Our show is a bee.
Yes. Generic. This is a radio bee that we're having right now. Of the 21 competitors from Texas in this year's bee, which is more than from any other state, only one Texan reached the finals. And that was Tarini Nandakumar. Nandakumar.
Nailed it.
Yeah, I got it. Eventually, I think. And but we didn't have we weren't the winner. Yeah. Didn't win. Tarini didn't win for us.
So sad.
Did I ever tell you guys I finished second in the St. Charles 6th grade spelling bee?
Yeah.
I hated spelling bees. I think I was in 2 spelling bees. And I would get up there and I'd try to tank early. I'd try to tank early and often.
It's a lot of pressure for a kid.
It's too much pressure.
Way too much pressure.
Too tense. Word, please. Yeah, Gordon, your word is star.
There's no way that's a word.
Origin. It doesn't matter. It's just star. We're starting off simple here. Just spell star. Use it in a sentence, please. I looked up in the sky and I saw a star. Origin again,
please.
That's
an amazing, ironic note, though.
Okay, star. Q.
Underrated bit on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
Q.
I just said Q.
Yeah, there were about 14 Q's in a row. I think there were a few numbers in there. And that was a funny bit. Go back and watch that. Who is that? It was Will Forte. That's who played the nervous guy. Anyway, I'm trying to see what the winner was from outside St. Petersburg, Florida. It's a Floridian, the lone Floridian in the finals. It's the state of Florida's first winner since 1999.
Let's go to Florida.
Trying to find the word. Oh, Samophile.
Samophile?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Oh, you want me to define it for you?
Yes.
It doesn't have it here, but I remember hearing this story, and I think it's something that loves to live in the sand. Like a creature that loves to live in the sand. Or...
Samophile.
Incorrect. Craig for the steal.
Likes to live in the sand.
Likes to live in the sand, yeah.
But it's Samophile.
Samophile, yes.
S-A-N-D.
Interesting.
I think it's a trick.
That's wrong as well. So when I was listening to this, I heard the highlight of it, and I thought the kid was tanking because he goes through and does his filibuster of origin, using a sentence, spell it for me. No, we can't do that.
Does it have a Q?
And then he starts off the spelling. He says, P. And I'm like, oh, okay, all right. He's already messed up. They clearly said Samophile, and he starts with a P. S-A-M-M-O-P-H-I-L-E. Samophile. That is correct.
Interesting.
Yeah. Wow. Starts with a P. Wow. Yeah, Owen Wilson, a spelling bee.
Oh.
Why? So congratulations to that Florida kid. The kids up there, they just all look nervous, and they look like their parent is right off stage pointing a gun at them.
Yeah.
That's the part that makes me
Little
nervous.
League. The parents are probably the worst part of it.
Tragedy in Italy. A boat on Lake Maggiore sunk, killing 4 of its 23 passengers. It was all of a suddenly bad weather erupted out on the lake, and this boat sunk. And then conspiracy theories started going around.
No way.
After it was discovered that 21 people on the boat were spies or former spies, including 13 from the Mossad, which is Israel's foreign intelligence service, and 8 Italian spies.
Well, maybe they're just at a spy convention. What's so weird about that?
They're having a spy bee.
Yeah.
The official explanation is that they had been celebrating the birthday of one of these people, and they all knew each other from work. But people are saying, I think this was a targeted hit.
Interesting.
To get rid of these spies.
From Mother Nature?
No. That they use Mother Nature as the cover story and said, it's sank.
Or the torpedo that hit it?
It sank in the bad weather.
You sound really Italian.
You can still do Italian accents, can't you?
I think so.
I think so.
Culture will get to it next week, changing the rules on that one next week. But I think this week we're
Select your
fine.
player.
That's the worst Italian ever. It's on Mario Brothers.
Let's go.
Let's go. Taylor Swift is now the second richest self-made woman in music.
Okay, so who is number 1?
Madonna?
Elizabeth Taylor.
Gotta be.
Gotta be Elizabeth Taylor.
You would think Madonna, but are we missing somebody?
She has Taylor
Beyonce?
has already surpassed
Ooh,
Madonna.
yeah.
Madonna has a reported net worth of $580 million.
That's Beyonce.
Yeah.
Beyonce has $540 million. So she's less than Madonna.
Darn.
So who's number 1? Who are we missing?
By the way, Taylor, you want to guess how much she's worth?
$1 billion.
$432.
Incorrect and incorrect. Taylor Swift, at the age of 33, has $740 million.
Wow.
And she's available now, too, right?
Even for $740 million, I would not get involved.
I think I would.
Really?
Yeah. $740 million?
Do you think that if you break up that she's going to bitch about you to all your friends, or do you think she's going to give you a really good faith?
Hopefully she'll give me a couple of good songs I can dance to.
Anyway.
After we break up.
Still ski on the weekend.
Yeah, maybe
So,
she'll
yeah, there
cover
is
that.
one self-made woman in music worth more than $740 million.
Celine Dion.
No.
Didn't she get a big Vegas
Who are
deal?
we leaving out?
Yeah, but a Vegas deal's not going to put you past $740 million.
Well, don't yell.
Yeah, don't
I'm not.
yell at
that,
him.
you call that yelling?
Woman's. Who are we leaving
Woman's.
out?
Women?
Dolly.
No. I had no idea. Somehow
I had no idea.
I missed
John.
this memo. Did you know that Rihanna
Really?
is a billionaire?
Okay. Cosmetics line.
Fenty. Yes.
Okay.
Fenty Beauty Makeup Company.
Yeah, I think that's much of her worth.
I just find it so shocking that all of these musicians, that's where they make all their money, is in these side projects. Like Jessica Simpson.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, she would have been a good
Yeah,
guess.
why isn't she on this list? I thought she was a billionaire.
Romo took half.
No.
They
They only
so much
dated
wrong
for like
with that story
6
that you
weeks.
just floated out there.
Here we go.
She's worth $200 million. I would have guessed more.
I
Jessica.
think I'm funny.
Are you talking to yourself over there?
Yeah. We good.
Al Pacino just had a kid. Or he's expecting a child with his new bride. Did y'all talk about that?
Yeah,
think we
DJ
did,
broke that
yeah.
a couple mornings ago.
Do you remember his girlfriend's name?
Afala?
Noor Afala, 29 years of age. He's 83. And, of course, De Niro just became a dad at 79. A dad again at 79. You don't become a dad again, though. What do you say? Had another kid.
Yeah.
At 79. The oldest man to father a child in history.
Not Tony Randall.
No.
In history.
Yeah. It's kind of difficult to determine because some of these claims are disputed, but there's a few leading candidates. There's a Baptist preacher in Illinois, James E. Smith. He claimed in 1951 to have fathered a child at the age of 101, but he couldn't quite prove his age because he was born back before writing was invented.
Okay, if he was still doing that at 101,
what is
it makes
that?
me think that he could shoot 101 on a short muni.
Quit making old people play golf against their will. And then there was an Indian wrestler named Ramajit Raghav, and he had fathered a child at 96 in 2012. But according to the Guinness Book of World Records, the oldest father that has the actual documentation to prove it was an Australian guy named Les Colley. Good day, mate. Who in 1991 fathered a son with his third wife when he was 92.
Damn.
With his third wife. Rod Stewart had his 8th child when he was 66. Paul McCartney had his youngest child when he was 60. And, of course, Steve Martin was 67 when he had his first kid.
Yeah.
At the age of 67. So. A program that you guys are going to want to watch. I know I'm in on this. The Curious Case of Natalia Grace.
What's that?
She was adopted. This family in Indiana adopted her. They thought she was 6 years old. Well, I think it was the day after they adopted her. They thought she was a Ukrainian orphan. Day after they adopted her, the new mommy was giving her a bath and was kind of shocked to see that she had pubic hair. And then during this documentary, they also showed home footage of when they started discovering blood-stained panties.
Jeez.
How old was she?
She was having the periods. Well, I think that she's in her 30s.
What?
Wait, what?
She has dwarfism, and she passed herself off.
Wow.
Passed herself off as a child. Wow.
What's this going to air on?
It's on Investigation Discovery. That's the ID channel, right?
Can she enter any junior tournaments? I would think at 30 years old, you
what
could.
is she?
Yeah,
I don't understand.
Always comes back
what
to
has
golf.
happened to his brain.
Just lap the field.
Her birthdays.
All right. And it's even, there's more. I got to do more on that. Maybe I'll cover that in the corner today, because she not only was a Ukrainian dwarf, but she was a homicidal Ukrainian dwarf.
Oh, my God.
Stacy Keach.
Sounds like a band Cat would go see.
Well, it does. Homicidal Ukrainian dwarf.
That's it.
Yes.
Something not to laugh at.
Stacy Keach is 82. This mic is driving me crazy.
Keep swinging.
Jerry Mathers. I thought...
The Beaver.
Didn't he pass?
No, Tony Dow passed. Wally.
Huh.
But Beaver is still with us.
The only one left from the show, right?
I think so.
Jerry Mathers, 75. Dana Carvey, 68.
Greatness.
Awesome.
He's in top 5 of people on Saturday Night Live,
Yes.
right?
He's in top 5.
Yeah, he's in top 5.
Mm-hmm.
Singer Tony Hadley of Spandau Ballet, 63. Their
Well, if
name
I never
always
hear
threw
that
me.
song again.
Notice. Can I start again? I had a little something came through on the mic there. I just want to do another take.
No, I didn't hear anything.
Okay, let me try it again. I know this, but once again, can we just take it from the top? TV personality Andy Cohen is 55. Rapper Be Real of Cypress Hill, 53. Wayne Brady from Steinfeld, right?
Newman?
No, that's is his name Wayne Brady? There's a couple Wayne Bradys.
So.
Damn sure is.
I was watching Steinfeld last night.
51. I don't think that's the same. I think
that
Wayne
sounds
Brady's
too young.
Yeah. What's the Steinfeld guy's name?
Oh,
Wayne
no.
Knight. He's Wayne Knight, isn't he?
Yeah, this is
Wayne Brady is the comedian.
Wayne Brady.
Yeah.
Actor Nikki Cox from Unhappily Ever After, 45. Aquafina from Crazy Rich Asians, among other things, 35. Gary Bettman, 71. And born on this date, no longer with us, Tex Ram, as I thought he was named when I was a little kid, but is actually Tex Schramm.
Yeah, Tex Schramm.
Yeah, yesterday.
All right, thanks. That's me.
And now it's time for Friday morning scattershooting with your old pal Junior Miller, right here on Sports Radio 96.7 and 1310, The Ticket.
Scattershooting while wondering whatever happened to Jim Belushi.
I don't know. From Wheaton, Illinois.
Haven't seen him in a long, long time.
I saw him. He was in a Woody Allen movie called Wonder Wheel that was, I don't know when it was out, maybe 5-6 years ago, I'm guessing. And he was really good in it.
Was he?
Yeah.
I just haven't seen him do anything in at least that time.
You know who wasn't in it, though? I didn't appear in it anywhere.
Well, the movie had a chance of being decent.
Well, it got horrible reviews.
Well, even though losing in the West Final the way they did really stung, the Stars and the rest of the NHL have to tip their cap to what the Vegas Golden Knights have achieved in their very short history. Vegas is now just the third team to reach the Stanley Cup Final multiple times within their first 6 NHL seasons in the expansion era. We learned this week that if the league approves Tom Brady buying a minority stake in the Raiders, he'll become just the third former player in NFL history to become an owner, joining George Halas and Jerry Richardson on that short list. Gordo asked yesterday if John Elway had ever owned a piece of the Broncos. The answer is no, but he had a chance. In 1998, the Broncos owed Elway $21 million on his contract. Owner Pat Bowlen offered Elway a 10% stake in the club instead. Elway said no, that he'd rather have the $21 million. Bowlen then sweetened the deal by offering Elway an additional 10% of the club for just $15 million more. Elway said no. Fast forward to 2022, when the Broncos sold for $4.5 billion. Had Elway accepted that offer from Bowlen, his 20% stake in the club that he could have had for $36 million would have been worth $900 million when the team sold last year.
Hurts to miss that one.
Bad decision, John.
Bad decision. Cowboys fans want the team to win a lot of games next season, but not too many. In the last 20 seasons, only 6 times did the NFL team with the most wins in the regular season also win the Super Bowl. One of those times was last season, the Chiefs, but 2/3 of the time, the best team in the regular season is not the best team in the playoffs. If you feel like betting this week, how about putting a buck on the way too early NFL opening weekend lines?
All right.
The Cowboys are currently 2.5-point favorites to beat the Giants in New York that Sunday night, while the Chiefs are a touchdown favorite to beat the Lions in the Thursday night opener. What an incredible month for Rangers pitcher Nathan Eovaldi. It was just the second time in franchise history for a pitcher to have a sub 1.00 ERA with a whip of 0.85 or lower in a single month, at least 30 innings pitched, joining Charlie Huff, who did that in September of 1983. And it wasn't a bad month for Rangers starter John Gray either. He went 4-0 with an ERA of 1.95. In fact, it's easier these days to make a list of Rangers who aren't playing well than a list of those who are dominating.
Yeah, no kidding.
Last weekend in Frisco, Steve Stricker won the Senior PGA Championship, beating Padraig Harrington in a playoff. It was Stricker's 6th Champions Tour major, which ties Tom Watson for 5th all-time.
Well, you can make some decent money on that tour also.
Yes, you can. Bernard Longer is the record holder. He's won 11 senior majors.
My buddy.
Yeah, you played with him.
Well, just in front of him on one hole, and he saw me blade it into the bleachers on 9 at Colonial.
That's right. He's won 11, Gary Player 9, Jack Nicklaus 8, and Hale Irwin 7.
Hell yes.
Oregon Ducks golfer Greg Solhog was forced to withdraw from the national championship tournament this week after a tee went through his shoe and impaled his foot.
It's a crazy story.
Solhog was 2 over through 10 holes when he had to leave the tournament. I've been in golf nearly 50 years and have never seen anything like that, said Oregon men's coach Casey Martin. That sounds really painful.
I don't understand how that happens.
I don't either. Obviously, the tee was upside down in the ground, but it seems like if you would step on it, it would just push further into the ground.
Yeah. There's something suspicious there. He's just looking for an insurance claim or something.
Yeah, maybe. What a year for the TCU men's athletics program. They were already the only school to make both the college football playoff and the NCAA March Madness tournament, and now they've added a trip to the baseball postseason tournament. They face Arizona this afternoon. In Game 7 of the East Finals, Celtic star Jason Tatum disappointed with only 14 points, although he was playing through a bad ankle. It was well below his all-time Game 7 NBA scoring average of 29 points per game, which, before that loss to Miami, ranked Tatum 5th all-time. Who is the most clutch scorer in NBA Game 7 history? That would be LeBron, and it's not even close. He has averaged 35 points a game in Game 7s, followed by Jerry West at 31 a game, Elgin Baylor and Bob Pettit at 29 a game. No team has been to the NBA Finals more since 2006 than Miami. This is their 7th trip in that time, all of those under the watchful eye of Pat Riley, who now, in his time as a player and a coach, with the Lakers and a coach and then president with the Heat, has been a part of 25% of all NBA Finals ever played.
That's more than just a coincidence.
Yes. Carmelo Anthony officially retired last week. One of the more decorated players in basketball history, Anthony led Syracuse to a national championship as a freshman, then went on to an NBA career that saw him earn 10 All-Star appearances, 6 All-NBA team picks, the scoring championship in 2013, and he was named to the NBA's 75th anniversary all-time team. Melo also won 3 gold medals in the Olympics. He's Team USA's all-time leader in points, rebounds, and games played. His 19-year career in the NBA saw him play for Denver, the Knicks, Houston, Portland, and the Lakers. And Charles Barkley is looking less like Charles Barkley these days. On an appearance on the Pat McAfee show last week, Barkley revealed that he is down over 60 pounds since he started taking the weight loss drug Mounjaro. He said that he started at 352, he's now 290, says he probably can't get back to his playing weight, which was 250, but his goal is 270.
Okay.
In very exciting movie news for this reporter, the trailer dropped this week for a new film called The Last Rider, which is the story of my sports hero Greg LeMond. The movie has been rumored for years, and it finally hits theaters later this month on June 23rd. It's a look at the life and career of the first American Tour de France winner, focusing mainly on his epic '89 win in Paris, but also focusing on how LeMond became the first outsider to break the stranglehold that Europeans had always held on the sport.
Okay.
The TV Sports Emmys were handed out last week, and some of the winners were Mike Tirico, Best Studio Host.
Agreed.
Ryan Clark, Best Studio Analyst. Fox NFL Sunday, Best Weekly Studio Show. Mike Breen, Best Play-by-Play. Peyton Manning, Best Sports Analyst. So just doing the Manning cast qualifies.
Yeah, that show is awesome.
Lisa Salters, Best Sports Reporter, and Monday Night Football, Best Live Sports Series.
Okay. There you go, Troy and Joe.
This week's least competent criminal is 39-year-old Kevin Gardner of Volusia, Florida, who crashed his truck into a utility pole around 2 a.m., completely severing the pole. He then took off all his clothing and started banging on the front door of a nearby home. When officers arrived at the home, Gardner had injuries on his face and legs. The truck was registered to him, but he said it had been stolen and that he'd had seizures and didn't remember anything. But a breath test revealed an excessive blood alcohol content, and Gardner was held on multiple charges. Why do so many of these people take off all their clothes?
I don't know. It's a weird response that people have when they lose their mind. You take off your clothes.
So strange.
I know.
And finally, a man sees his buddy carrying a large box. "What's that?" he asks. "Oh, I got a case of beer from my wife," his buddy says. The man nods and replies, "Good trade." That's Friday Morning Scattershooting, the radio segment that's synonymous with summertime fun.
Thanks for hanging out with your old pal Junior Miller for another edition of Friday Morning Scattershooting. We'll see you next Friday, right here on Sports Radio 96.7 and 1310, The Ticket.
Confusion. I think that's the theme of the emergency break of the week here in 4 minutes.
It's time for the emergency break of the week. That moment when programming is brought to a complete halt by a wheels-off comment or technical meltdown.
I test drove all 4 of these crossover SUVs a few months ago, Gordon, and they are
I want a Mazda. Where do I get a Mazda?
Well, I'd like you to go test drive them, and you can set that up at HileyMazdaHurst.com or HileyMazdaArlington.com. Fully remodeled, revamped dealerships.
Whoa.
My goodness. Top of the line. So go check out these great rates right now at Hiley Mazda Hurst, Hiley Mazda of Arlington. Gordon,
let's see who yanked the brake the hardest this week on the Little Ticket.
Yes, Hiley Mazda of Hurst and Arlington and Crawford Services AC and Plumbing bring us the emergency break of the week. We're going to give you 3 candidates. You get the vote on them. 888-787-1310. And confusion, again, is the theme this week on the e-break. Starting with last Friday here on this very show. Junior was out. DJ was in. And we try to give special instructions to Gordo about a live spot that's coming up or something like that. For us, he expects us to read his mind. So DJ was sitting there. I was sitting there. We're out at Colonial. Gordo's trying to pad for time, so he tries to bring in characters. I didn't even know DJ was listening to him. I just assumed that I had to play 2 characters in this live spot because I don't know if P1s know this. I've played the part of Crestman now for probably 20 years.
What?
Yeah, that's me.
I didn't realize that.
Thank you. Listen to this. So finally, I just got so tired of it, I threw my headset off.
Hey, it's Crestman and his nephew is with us here. Hi, nephew.
Hey, how's it going?
Well, no, you're throwing it to DJ here to participate a little bit.
Hey, no, George has got it.
Hey, nephew, how's it going?
So I planned roles for 2 of you, and George couldn't stand sharing the spotlight with DJ.
He pushed me out of the way.
I'm his nephew's friend. Come on,
both
nephew.
Voices.
Unbelievable.
Anyway, just let me tell you about George just quit. Oh, my God. He's like walking out. Look at him, man. He's pissed. Crest Auto Group located at 121 in the Tollway in Frisco. Live your Crest life at Crest Cadillac, Crest Infinity.
How am I supposed to read your mind? I didn't know you wanted DJ to play the nephew.
DJ even announced that you pushed him out of the way.
I didn't push anybody.
Yeah, you got physical with him.
God, what just total confusion that is. And then, so now I'm trying to play, okay, well, no, I'm the nephew's friend. Come on, nephew. Then you just turn on me, and I'm trying to help your show.
And this is an ad for a car delership.
Yeah.
While this is happening.
yeah, we're 40 seconds in.
Right.
Yeah. Let's just get let's get the characters right first before we can tell you anything about what Mike Brosen's
what
up
makes
to.
The ticket great.
Yeah, maybe so. Well, that makes you candidate number 1.
It does.
Speaking of confusion, don't you always love it when Corby has a lot of confidence, maybe just a little overconfident? Kind of like before we played the basketball game. He's like, I'll probably play point guard for 4 quarters.
Corby's been overconfident about something?
Then he sprained his ankle a quarter and a half in because he's wearing running shoes.
He's wearing high heels.
Well, credit to the Hardline. They came in on Memorial Day because we had a Stars game that night. Turned out to be the last Stars game of the year. But they were down there in the hovel. And so Corby, because the hang zone was not in, Corby took over for Why Today Doesn't Suck. And he was very confident as he told you what day it was.
Well, we're here. We're going to do this. We're working.
Let's go.
It's good to see you guys really paid attention to the break.
Yes. Sorry about that.
I have to report you guys.
Hurts us is more than it'll hurt you.
Today is Friday, May the 29th. Be with you, the 150th day of 2023. 216 days left.
It's Friday?
Oh.
That was from 3 years ago.
Well, you just have to... I just read what's on here.
Although credit to them.
Burgundy. Today is banana.
Although credit to them because they were listening, and I was just sort of waiting for you to get done with your spiel.
I was proud because it says 2020, and I skipped that.
You updated that part.
Yeah, just not the Friday part.
Definitely not 2020, man.
Well, that sigh in the, well, today...
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. There is Corby as candidate number 2. Let's do that one more time just for kicks.
Well, we're here. We're going to do this. We're working.
Let's go.
It's good to see you guys really paid attention to the break.
Yes. Sorry about that.
I have to report you guys.
Hurts us is more than it'll hurt you.
Today is Friday, May the 29th. Be with you, the 150th day of 2023. 216 days left.
It's Friday?
Oh.
That was from 3 years ago.
Well, you just have to... I just read what's on here.
Although credit to them.
Burgundy. Today is banana.
Although credit to them because they were listening, and I was just sort of waiting for you to get done with your spiel.
I was proud because it says 2020, and I skipped that.
You updated that part.
Yeah, just not the Friday part.
Definitely not 2020, man.
All right, there's Corby, candidate number 2. This is also really confusing. I still don't know quite what's going on here, but it is Dan totally stopping down the hang zone. So they're out on remote, and he's trying to get Jack, the engineer, his password so he can see these pictures, but he doesn't want Jack to look at his pictures.
What?
Now, what this has to do with doing a radio show, I have no idea. But listen to this confusion and this bog down led by a guy who's been a big player in the e-break, Dan McDowell.
So anyway, Jack, how do I share the password if
This
it's not
feels like
asking?
maybe an off-air operation that we could conduct.
I thought we were helping the P1. I thought we talked about this in the meeting.
Sharing the password with them?
I'm now doing it because I listened to George and Craig, or
Yeah.
excuse me, George and Gordo all morning.
Obviously.
And
Sorry, DJ.
Like, oh, you're going to share it? Don't look at my photos. Do not go into the photos.
One of the hidden ones.
You can hide some?
Yeah.
Oh.
Go to deleted.
I have to share it by handing him my phone. I could have done that.
Go to deleted.
Jack just called.
I would have done what I wanted to share it through the air, Jack.
I'm sorry.
Jack just opened
That was
it up
awesome.
and handed my phone to Jake.
She had a Band-Aid on her toe.
There you go.
I'm not that old.
I don't know.
Does anyone understand that?
I don't understand what was going on there.
No. So what would be... Okay, so
he's wanted to show
pictures.
Jake some photos, but he was wanting to
But he
airdrop
wanted
them
to
to him.
airdrop them,
I
and
guess
he didn't
so.
know how to do that, so he's going to have Jack airdrop him to Jake.
That
but he
is
didn't
so.
want...
That is so grandparent handing it to the grandson.
Yeah.
Can you send him these photos over the satellite?
But he didn't want Jack to see the photos.
Right. But then, so Jack entered his password and then handed the phone to Jake. I could have done that. So, yeah, you get a moron dog reference there.
And then there's that whole subplot that was happening.
Then a yell at the producer, or in this case, the engineer kind of thing. That's kind of a double there for Dan. Oh, see? Confusion. Gordo, Corby, or Dan? 888-787-1310. Hello. You're on the ticket, voting in the emergency break of the week.
Hey guys.
Hey,
who's this?
Hey Craig.
Yeah.
Heard you giving some LeBron James Game 7 stats earlier.
Yeah.
You remember how many points LeBron got in Game 7 versus the Mavericks?
Not exactly.
That's because there wasn't one, Craig. Oh, too bad.
That's right.
Oh, it's
That's right. I didn't know who this was.
Okay.
How about a vote? How about a vote? You got your joke in.
I got it, bitch. Give me a dub.
Okay, I'm not up. Hi, you're on. Maybe
all
he
that,
meant
all that for a non-vote.
Maybe he meant me along with you. I guess.
Okay, yeah.
Okay,
I think so.
We'll count it as that since he was kind of funny. Hi, you're on the ticket. Who wins?
It's time for a better vote from Dr. Sanjay Gupta's Italian cousin. Losers, it's Michael, right? You 16 Chapalangelo. Hey, I just get back from a Lake Mouchore with my Israeli friends. I want to vote for Corby. Ciao.
Okay. Kind of sounded like the Count more than he did somebody from Italy. Hi, you're on the ticket. Who wins?
Happy summer, Muses. It's Ashley, and the first thing I want to say is I want to wish my sister Cassidy a happy belated birthday for turning 16 yesterday, and I'd like to vote for Gordo.
Oh, thank you. Why didn't Cassidy ever call anymore?
I don't know. She doesn't like to get up in the morning.
She's over it. She's over the whole Muser thing.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you. Happy summer.
Thank you.
We'll see you. Hi, you're on the ticket. Who wins the e-break?
Am I on IM Radio?
Yes, ma'am, you are.
It's Groundhog's Day.
It's unreal.
Hey, Musers, is number one Gordo or Crestman?
It's Gordo.
Crestman.
It's Gordo. He's trying to conduct this thing.
Well, I want to vote for my leader and radio friend and conductor, one Gordon Keith. Just so you know, in Junior, if you take away kickoffs, you're going to have a lot of unhappy tortilla throwers on a Llano Estacado.
Yeah, that's true.
They throw tortillas
That's
on the
true.
kickoff. Yeah. All right, fake Natalie. Hi, you're on the ticket. Who wins the e-break?
Am I on American radio station?
Yes, you are.
All right. Well, give me number 3, and hope you have a great weekend, users.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Right there, P1s. That's how you vote. Hi, you're on Ticket Radio.
And that's Gordo for the W. I'm cruising Lido on Sports Radio 96.7 and 1310.
We didn't need you to reset and identify.
Nice job there. Hello, you're on the ticket. AM, FM, and the stream.
Am I on AM Radio?
This is triple
We can't
fake.
take two of these. Can we?
Hi, Musers. It's me, Triple Fake. I want to vote for Gordon and Jub and have a happy June 2nd be with you.
Okay.
I mean, we all hate it, but it's not that bad of an impersonation.
No, it's not that bad. And ladies and gentlemen, we have ourselves a winner.
Happy June 2nd be with you. Hey, it's Crestman and his nephew is with us here. Hi, nephew.
Hey, how's it going?
Well, no, you're throwing it to DJ here to participate a little bit.
No, George has got it.
Hey, nephew, how's it going?
So I planned roles for two of you, and George couldn't stand sharing the spotlight with DJ.
He
so
pushed
George
me out of the way.
I'm his nephew's friend. Come on,
both
talk, nephew.
voices.
Unbelievable.
Anyway, just let me tell you about George just quit. Oh my God, he's like walking out. Look at him, man. He's pissed. Crest Auto Group, located at 121 in the Tollway in Frisco.
It's just amazing. You are amazing.
It's always that same playlist of, oh man, look at him. Oh, dude, look at him.
I was
He's
just
so
sitting there, just shaking my
pissed.
head.
Oh, he's walking away.
No offense to DJ, but just waiting for Junior to get back because when Junior's
Huh.
away,
Gosh,
Gordon
I'm
just
sorry,
puts
DJ.
It's nothing on you, DJ. It's just when
okay.
Junior is out, Gordo puts the throttle down and just turns on me even more.
He smells blood.
Yeah, he smells blood and something that he messed up, and all of a sudden it's my fault
How did
for
I
playing
mess it
two
up?
characters.
I'm doing great radio. Constantly, every day.
Mark.
All right, how many wins is that for
That
Gordon
is his
Keith?
96th win. He's 36 behind Norman. I have none of my original body parts. Hits
Hey, I don't know if that's right.
Calm down on that.
So are we tied now at 96?
You haven't reached 100?
You have 98.
Oh, okay. I'm 2 away.
Man,
You're 4 away.
Dude,
it may
this
happen
is-
this year.
This is so
This
big.
is getting close.
This really is.
This is real. I'm getting Sammy Sosa, Mark McGuire flashbacks
Yes.
right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. Somewhere around 98? Yeah, I think so.
Well, let's open the door and welcome an old friend of the program into the studio. It's Rick Skinlonan, one of the Skinlonan brothers. Hey, Rick, you wanted to stop by to, you said, do everybody a favor?
Yeah. If there's one thing that I learned in my 20 years in the NFL, and then all my years also not being in the NFL, is that everybody is looking for tips for having a good weekend.
So even
tips for having a good weekend.
all of your teammates in the NFL were always looking for tips to have a good weekend.
And so I prepared a list called Rick Skinlonan's Top 50 Tips for Having a Good Weekend.
50? Top 50?
I don't know that we're going to have time for your top 50.
One.
Tip number 1, do something fun. Because too many times we don't have fun because we aren't doing fun things.
That's a great tip.
So
okay, what else?
Try to plan something fun, like tossing a ball back and forth with a play friend.
These sound like tips for a 5-year-old or something.
Or playing The Floor is Lava in your mommy's living room.
The floor is lava,
like
so you got to jump from
would do. What if you're
piece
not
of
6
furniture.
years old?
Tip number 2, plan snack time carefully. Don't put all your snack time early in the day. Spread it out. That way you'll save room for those cheese sandwiches your mommy made.
These are all tips for grade schoolers. I thought your NFL buddies were asking you what to do.
Tip number 3. Tell Nick you love him.
Oh, that's your brother, of course, Nick Skinlonan.
It's important that your brother knows how much you love and appreciate him.
Where is Nick?
And everyone should tell their brother how much you like how he played in the NFL for 17 years.
Yeah.
And how much
I
you
guess if you got a
sports
brother
look up
like
to
that,
him.
it'd be a good idea.
Tip number 3A in Rick Skinlonan's top 50 tips for having a good weekend.
We don't have time for 50, by the way.
2 words. Swim party.
Okay. Well, it's summertime, so.
Now, for swim party, I want to make it clear that you should stay away from the pool because swimming pools are the leading cause of water-based accidents in the home.
Oh, okay.
So instead, you should have all your friends dress up in costumes and go to a local park to play baseball.
So, have a swim party, but play baseball.
If you do this, you will be known as the swim party king in your neighborhood.
Swim party king in your neighborhood.
As long as it transitions to a baseball game, you'll be known as
Not
the
as
swim
easy when
party
you don't have
king.
your brother doing the other half, is
Now,
it?
before we get to number 4 on our list, don't forget to smash that like button.
Smash
and
that
then,
like
and then
button.
subscribe to get more compelling content like this.
But you haven't given us any web address or
Now,
anything.
Number 4, use your allowance to make Nick happy.
Wait, too many of these are centric to your brother.
Buy him a candy at a local store.
Buy him a candy.
Yeah, and then give him candy.
Right. Your heart's in the right place.
Number 5, read a good book to an elderly. The elderly are often lonely, and there's nothing more fun than helping them.
Nothing more fun. Well, okay. We'll get on board with that.
It's a good tip.
Tip number 6, in Rick Skinlonan's top 50.
We're going to cut it off at 10.
Yeah, how about 6?
Call Nick and invite him to the nursing home to listen to you read the book.
Again, we circle back to Nick.
Number 7, invite some girls over so y'all can practice on each other.
What does that mean?
If you don't practice on each other, how else can you get better at face painting?
Yeah, I guess you've got a point there.
Nick is just very simple.
Number 8, Disney World.
Okay, all right.
write a paper about all the fun that can be had at Disney World.
I thought you meant go to Disney
And
World.
here's a pro tip. If you need help writing your paper, you know what you should use? Resources.
Thought you were going to say Chat GPT or something.
Number 9, and our final tip on how to have a good weekend, fully participate in church. Number 10.
I thought 9 was
That's
the
it.
final tip.
Number 10.
And I thought you had a list of 50.
Go to the play yard and read a good book.
You could do that anywhere.
Follow these simple 50 tips, and you're guaranteed to not only have a great weekend, but also one you can enjoy. All right. And I'm all excited that you both are armed with this information.
Yes.
And you know why I love the weekend, don't you?
Why?
Because it means only 3 more days until another great week starts.
You're
All right,
the
Rick.
eternal optimist.
Do y'all want to come to my swing
Nope.
party this weekend?
No.
It's your chance to hit home runs.
No, we're good.
Dress like Spider-Man.
No, we'll see. It's not dressed like Spider-Man. There goes Rick.
Thank you, Craig. First of all, need to apologize because we didn't do Twitch last night. It was at 7:30 last night. We usually 7:35 on Thursday nights. We usually do a Twitch stream. Didn't get a chance to do it. Unforeseen circumstances came up. Like Tom Brady says, just got a lot of S going on, man.
Yeah, it happens.
Just a lot of stuff going on right now. So I apologize for that. But special shout out to all of our Twitch P1s. They're sweet people. Yes, George is smiling. Why are you smiling?
Because you're still chasing your microphone.
I know. It's swinging around. I don't know what... Davey must have broken this thing.
Is that where Davey sits?
Yeah, Davey sits here. Well, Dan sits here, too. Dan's adopted the Gordo broadcast position. What's that?
No!
Why has he moved?
He didn't want to share a mic with Norm.
Yeah, I think that is the reason.
Really?
Yeah.
Because Norm's always eating on the air, but so is Dan.
Well, no, I think it's more of a germphobe thing.
Yeah.
You know, he's a germaphobe, and he's convinced that Norm doesn't have good hygiene.
Hello. Is the hygiene of a horse.
So, anyway, yeah. So a lot of people are... My microphone's boom arm is just swinging back and forth, so I have to chase it as it moves around. It's nuts. All right, fantastic Friday fan feedback from you, the P1. You can email us, you can Discord us, you can call us, 888-787-1310 if you want. P1 Joe says, I'm so glad that y'all revisited Norm's 100th e-brake win this morning.
Well, I mean, I'm just
Here, it was the Mozart sitting down to paint e-brake that has become famous. And that's the one where Norm reached the centenarian mark? The centurion mark?
Century?
The century
What?
mark. I woke my wife up laughing out loud, Joe says. I've always equated this to Ricky Williams breaking the rushing record. He didn't do it on a 2-yard dive. It was a spectacular 60-yard touchdown run against A&M.
Yeah. Brent Musburger on the call, wasn't it?
Yes.
Norm did give us a good one at 100. And
by the way,
as we found out today, Giorgio, you and I are knocking on the door of 100. You're at 98 e-brake wins, and I'm at 96.
Yes.
Precipice.
How many does Craig Rosen have, Fernando? Does he have? Is he
He's
getting close
like
to
in, 30s or 40s?
I was looking that up right now.
Yeah,
I figured he would have had more than that. Seems
26.
No.
Seems
How
like he
many?
wins every other week to me.
26.
26. Yeah, he's not on enough.
Well, how far is there a drop off between third and fourth, Fernando? Between me and the next nearest.
You and Corby. Corby's at 79.
Okay.
And with Rosen, you have to grade on the curve there, you know.
Once a week, but he's still been getting wins.
So triple it.
And when we replayed that 100th win by Norm, we talked about how it brought up Sincerity Smacks at the beginning of it, and there are 2 of them. We thought it was edited. Blake Jones, says that he doesn't think it's edited. He says if you listen closely, Donovan maybe says something, and the guest continues to talk, and he's making sure that he doesn't have a follow-up, and so he double smacks.
I think he's right. Yeah.
So wait, you're telling me that Norm restarted his sincerity smack because he felt like it may have not gotten registered.
May have been talked over, or he really wanted to make sure that we're going to get a smack, then the question.
Okay, let's take a listen to
I'm
it.
going to hear the very beginning of it again.
It's impossible, basically, and you got to just persist and keep going. I knew that, I got one, I started shooting, and you just kind of keep going and hoping.
When Mozart...
Unbelievable.
It's a double smack.
Yeah, so it's a complete affectation.
Yeah.
He doesn't do sincerity smacks naturally. He plans them.
And you say that when we hear that, we need to what? You just to be prepared to slow down?
Oh, be
Run for the
prepared,
hills.
yes.
Traffic
the show is going to slow down to 5 miles an hour, even though it's in a 50-mile-an-hour zone. It's going to
take a real wide right turn.
It's real climbing up onto the podium, Norm, and I want to make this very clear.
Did he smack before he asked Bob?
Asked Bob
this
Ortigal
is a
about
question from me to my friend Bob Ortigal.
I don't think he smacked there, but I'm who knows? Maybe he did. I want to make this very clear. I want to make this very clear that this next question is from me.
I love the P1 who photoshopped Norm onto a cereal box. Sincerity smacks.
I know. That's one of the earliest photoshops I remember in ticket history.
Yeah.
Another good P1 had a question this morning. Does anybody remember Norm's first ever e-brake?
Man.
Yeah, I heard some people weigh in on that maybe it was, what did they say? Oh, Kip Keno.
Maybe.
Hello?
That was definitely an early one. That was when Norm first came down here.
Was what was the start of the emergency brake? Like, why did we start it?
I think it was for my gaffe of Cruella DeVille.
Yeah. That's right, yeah. From 101 Dalmatians.
Cruella DeVille.
And her name was Cruella DeVille.
Everyone just laid
from 101 Dalmatians. Gosh, your confidence faltered so quickly.
It was back when my kids were watching those movies. I thought I was just cracking the greatest joke ever.
Yeah, you lost
You guys
everyone.
were just blinking.
In Muse in the News today, we discussed the National Spelling Bee. And I asked, Craig gave us the definition of a bee is a collection of individuals who get together for a purpose.
Yeah. Which could be anything.
Generic. And I asked, is spelling the only thing we do bees for? And Suzanne emails and says, Gordon, I was yelling quilting at my Sports Day app. And you guys didn't hear me. So yes, quilting bee. I've heard of those. You have a quilting bee.
Yeah, it sounds familiar.
But that isn't a competition, though, is it?
It's a gathering.
So when we have a quilting bee, we just quilt together. But a spelling bee is when we're competing against each other.
It is sports.
Somebody else mentioned a sewing bee, and I think there's also knitting bees.
Yes.
So it has the crafting stuff are bees.
And the killer bees.
What?
I hate you.
I found a list of bees. Outside of a spelling bee, there's a drinking bee.
Okay, yeah, I've been in many of those.
A husking bee.
Huh?
People got together and used to husk corn.
Boy,
quilting bee.
That's old-timey. Yes.
Roofing bee, an event where friends would come to your place and build, replace, or repair your roof. These are all like 1930s terms.
Yeah.
Let's have a bee.
A sewing bee, as you mentioned.
So yeah, sewing bees and quilting bees and knitting bees. Those are like 1930s things that are kind of still around. So
yeah.
But in the natural course of things, of history, the only truly modern bee is the spelling bee.
Yeah.
One that's still relevant. That's just weird. As we mentioned, this is a radio bee. We're starting to call this, instead of a radio show, it's the Musers Radio Bee. Jack emails and says, Gordon, I was going to have a fun weekend by telling my brother how much I liked he played in the NFL for 17 years. And I realized it's never been clear to me on the Skinlonan's last name, the spelling of their last name. So, George, since I think you came up with the name Skinlonan, you first found these two guys.
Yeah.
How is it spelled?
I believe it's Skinlonan. N-A-N.
I
think so.
Okay.
Oh, and I always thought it was Lanin.
Skinlonan, I think.
Skinlonan.
But it's Lonan.
Yeah.
Okay. You're the official speller of their last name. P1 Jack continues, I wanted to cite my sources properly. Maybe Rick could dial in and just tell my brother Mac how much I love how he played in the NFL for 17 years for me.
Huh. That's fine, as long as we don't have to air it.
Boy, if you go to Twitter or the Unticket, it's spelled Skinlanin.
Skinlonan. That's fine.
Okay. There you go. Well, maybe they're the official one.
There's a Twitter handle, the real Rick Skinlonan.
Skinlonan.
Chris talks about the new scooters that arrived here in Dallas. He says, don't ride them. I had a buddy back in 2019 ride one, hit a small bump on the sidewalk, flew off the scooter, cracked his skull, has not been the same since. And it's a very sad situation. Yeah, that's the other problem is a lot of times guys are getting those scooters when they're drunk.
Yeah.
You know? Getting out of a bar at 2 a.m. and rent one of those scooters, that seems like the worst idea.
Can you get a DUI for a scooter under the influence?
I bet you could. Right?
Yeah,
it's operating
a
motorized vehicle. And then I get one from a Deep Throat informant. He's a longtime P1. He says, I was responsible for one of the big three scooter companies launching in Dallas back in December of 2018, and I managed that business all the way to it shutting down in the pandemic. He says he was the guy for one of those big three companies. And he says that he loves that they're back in Dallas, but that Dallas is just not great for scooters. He, cited the infrastructure that we have here, the culture that we have here. He said that he doesn't think they'll be here for long. He's not in the business anymore, but he's not very hopeful that they'll stay.
I saw that email and I agree with him, and he gave a lot of great reasons why Dallas isn't good for that. Just no real bike lanes. It's not a walking city.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Scooters are great for a walking city. And that sounds weird, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Right. And then about the murderous Ukrainian orphan dwarf, Natalia Grace. There's I guess a documentary about her on the ID channel, the Investigation Discovery channel. It's 6 hours long, called The Curious Case of Natalia Grace. And her adoptive parents from Indiana talk about what a nightmare she was and that they think she was not 6 years old. They think that she was an adult.
Holy cow.
That had dwarfism and was passing herself off. And they also claim that she had disturbing behaviors such as urinating and defecating in the car and smearing the windows with fecus.
The hell?
And that she'd throw herself out of the passenger door for attention. She also hoarded knives and once told the dad, I'm going to kill you in your sleep.
Oh, my.
And that she tried to poison the mom by pouring cleaning supplies into her coffee and shoving her into an electric fence.
That's when you look into...
Why is George laughing at
I
that?
just never heard that phrase.
What?
Shoving her into an electric fence.
Mark
Sorry.
that.
That's when
George
you look
laughing
look
while
in,
saying that.
It's when you look into giving the kid back, right?
I don't think you give kids back during adoptions. But
nothing about her golf game.
Well, stop with the golf game.
You got this.
1P1 says, Gordon, you apparently watched the first 5 minutes of that documentary. It's 6 hours long. You'll find out most of what you just said were lies by the adopting mother.
You got served.
course, she claims that she was born in 2003, the girl that was adopted, not 1989, which is what the adoptive parents claim. So there's controversy over who's telling the truth, and apparently in the documentary it's revealed, even by the former adoptive father, that the adoptive mother was a nightmare of a person.
No.
So I'm in.
It's
I'm
two
watching
sides.
it.
Okay.
I'm watching it. Yeah. Don't say two
Investigative.
sides. That sounds too much like both sides, and that offends me. But yeah, so watch it. It's on the ID channel. That is required viewing for all P1s.
Okay. Get to it this weekend.
And thank you, P1s, for your reaction to all the...
Thank you. That's the corner.
Hang Zone coming at you. Previously in the Hang Zone.
Just be aware that the man is in pain and the fuse might be short.
Ibuprofen and chill, baby. First to Elijah Nunez. Yeah, that's a steer-reich. I tried all those.
Okay, a steer-reich on the end, yes.
Ibuprofen and chill, that's a steer-reich. Yeah.
First to Elijah Nunez. Yeah, that's a steer-reich. I tried all those, Mike, through the years.
Wow.
Netflix and chill, melatonin and chill, dog allergy medication and chill. Putting them all on T-shirts. And Nunez did take that for a strike.
I'm so millennial.
Listen to how he recovers with.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Nunez did take that for a strike. It's nothing to one.
I can't handle it.
Look at me, I'm so millennial. I got the and chill this and chill that and chill up. Then I'm going to take you up on a ride up there, and then we're going to go down here, and then we're going to go up there. And you haven't even
up the count. It was a 1-0, and now it's a steer, right?
But we're talking about him, and that's the point.
Yeah. Yeah, I know you, Dan. You
Doesn't
love it.
and chill mean F?
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah. It does, yeah. That's exactly what it means.
Please. Look, he like me too, old guy. You a on hook fight boy. You talking about go that me tag. Lucky Whitehead, that's his name, right? Lucky Whitehead play for the Cowboys. Tell me want his dog back on game. Y'all give me what I paid for this bitch. I need 20 bins. We need 20 bins. Bitch, ain't you know the going on. All that whole bunch of game know the going on. Ain't tag. Dez, Brian, tag, all of Jerry Jones. Frill ass dog, y'all got you whining about that frill ass dog. Hold on, bro, what you making frill ass dog?
Where's the ATM at? We at it. Hey!
Hey, Dad.
Hose? Dave Hose. Good evening, bitches.
Good tonight.
That's what I like to hear. That's nice. All right, thank you, baby. Oh, Raquel, what's this? Mr. Franklin's lonely. This only...
Sorry, Daddy.
What do you mean sorry, Daddy? What the hell did you do? Is Wayne Brady gonna have to choke a bitch?
I've lost my wallet.
What?
And it's such an empty feeling because I just feel naked without it. And I haven't had it since Tuesday.
Oh. What?
And I'm lucky here that I have a backup license. What are you doing?
Hold on.
I don't know.
What just happened?
Plane crashed because he lost his wallet, so... It's like
Is that the bed you're asking for?
Pulling back the curtain, said,
bed music.
Let's get some bed music.
I didn't hear bed music. I heard bad, something like bad news or something. Sorry.
Hang Zone coming at you. Hang Zone coming at you.
Hey, y'all, it's Tara from the Wake Up with the Wool Show, and I never listen to Dan and Jake on the Hang Zone.
Doesn't and chill mean F?
Just afternoon on Sports Radio 96.7 and 1310 The Ticket. So pop that lunch on your car tray, sit back, and hang in the Hang Zone.
Very, very nice. Yes, no one likes 69 more than us. I mean, that's what we've kind of built our whole brand on.
Well, that and the octopus.
Pretty much.
And the octopus.
It's the 69 zone. What?
Featuring
the devil himself, Matt Birmingham.
Funny.
the Patriots equipment manager.
Had a rubber band stapled to his face.
Blake Jones. Who Blake Jones?
O'Neal Cruz, the 6'7" shortstop.
And now, your Hang Zone host. From noon to 3, it's not Jake Kemp and Dan McDowell.
Let's be great, 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 let's be great.
Please.
What?
All right. Happy Friday, Hawaiian Shirt Friday, Tall Boy Friday, Phone Call Friday. Usually buy lunch for the crew Friday, unless you don't want to play along. Just be a big jerk. And today, it's show 796 for the Hang Zone. The Hang Zone with Dan and Jake. Or we always say Dan or Jake. Because filling in for Jake today. Jake's exhausted. He had to take a day off. The great Ted Emmerich.
Dan, it was very kind of you to offer.
Ted won't eat if he's near a microphone.
I'm just weird about it, man. Don't want to burp
Whereas,
on the air.
A microphone makes me hungry. It makes me have to eat.
Well, you're
anywhere
Dan.
near a microphone.
You are a Hall of Fame level talent who can broadcast at an exceptionally high level with salmon in your teeth or in the microphone, and I just can't do that.
Not in my nose, though. I have to get it out of there.
I don't know, Ted. I've seen you destroy a bowl of chili before a Big 12 basketball game.
A bowl of chili?
Or something like that.
When did that happen?
I don't know.
Have you been spying on Ted?
We'll run into each other.
Yeah, I see Blake at TCU basketball games just across the way.
You big time him because he's just an engineer.
All right.
No, I make a point to go right up to him. I go to every TCU coach's show just to talk with Blake about the team and get intel because Blake Jones knows things that Jamie Dixon could only dream of knowing.
He's involved. Jamie Dixon? No,
he's
the coach.
Whatever.
Okay.
What are we doing? Sorry.
No. That's good stuff. Yeah, TCU Blake is involved heavily with TCU. He's in their back pocket, as you might say. So you can't really take his on-air advice as much as you can take his off-air advice.
Dan, I got you a gift.
Ah. What do we got?
So I didn't want to give this to you last week when you invited me to Fan and Tree Farm to join you and Jake, because I only got it just for you, and I didn't want it to be weird. Jake was there too. I didn't get him anything, but I got this for you.
It's wrapped so nicely. DJ's in here, so DJ can see it.
This is to honor...
You spent quite a bit of time on this. It's wrapped up in a white piece of paper.
Yes. This is to honor one of your finest drops.
Keep unrolling. Keep unrolling. And emerging from the middle of the paper, it is a shot glass, a little cup.
You had it right the first time.
A thimble.
You words with Dan yourself the second time around.
With the 2023 PGA Oak Hill. When did I mess up a shot glass? Did I?
What's the first word?
A shot? I see. You know what Ted did do? Also, a good trick. Left the price tag on it.
Let you know how much he spent.
What'd he spend?
I've done that before. Like, I left the price. I didn't. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. You always take it off if it's really cheap.
Yes.
It was 40% off.
But this is that's a $9 shot glass. This is not just this is a handcrafted shot glass. All right.
A shot. Thank you, Pam.
The last time I saw a shot glass in studio, Gordon was drinking some breast milk.
Breast milk, right?
Well, thank you, Ted. We could put that in the corner of fame.
I know you're such a booze hound, too.
We have a corner of fame where all the Hang Zone artifacts are. Like the cup that was mailed by a P1 to my home with the definition of docking on it.
Perfect.
And my daughter had opened that package and read that. So you got that to look forward to when your kids are older.
I see the Andy Reid helmet as well.
What kind of kid sitch do you got, Ted? Great, Ted Emmerich, by the way, in for Jake. Sports play-by-play guy. I was thinking of how to introduce you, and that sounds really generic.
It is.
Just sports play-by-play. You'll
Legend.
do any sport? Have you ever been employed by one, like a team, a minor league team, something?
Never a minor league team. Was
So
just
you've never
talking
been a
about this
homer?
with DJ. Never. I mean,
That's
very
small
early
time for
on.
Ted. Ted is Mr. ESPN.
No,
He's taking
no.
over ESPN.
I do all the games that Donovan bets on for picks with friends, right? That barely anybody watches.
Has filled in for the
Not big
Cowboys, has called a Cowboys game. He's about as big time as it gets.
Not even close, but
Certainly
thanks.
bigger than anyone around here.
Absolutely.
No. Not at all. I'm just glad to be in your presence today.
And a Nepo baby.
No doubt. No doubt about that.
Why is DJ here?
Oh, he's
Whoa.
here.
Hey, Blake.
Whoa, come on.
Just here to kiss Ted's ass, or is he?
First of all,
same as every other day, yeah.
First of all, let me say, Ty,
Punting grade, Ray
Yes.
Guy
if
died
you could
this
head to
morning.
the front desk, we might have a little...
We got Lunchy.
I just want to head up there and
All right.
say hi to JoJo and
Oh,
see if she's hoarding
just for
our
that.
food.
I'm in.
Yeah.
What?
But, yeah, so DJ stuck around because I said, boy, Blake's going nuts this morning, DJ. I might need your help here. Blake was ripping Jubb and said he needed to be ripped.
He's been extra active in the text message threads, too, about this. It's really been bothering him.
Because of this morning's e-break.
Mm-hmm.
Always controversial.
You were robbed, Dan.
Oh, I didn't think I belonged in the e-break at all. But thanks, Ted. I just like to be on the podium.
So humble.
Blake didn't even get on the podium, though. And he was saying this might be the... What do you call it? The discrimination that the weekend shows face?
There's just a little home field advantage on the Musers. Now, it's their segment. They can do what they want. I just thought we had a really, really good entry from our Saturday show.
The plane crash.
Yes.
The Deddy plane crash. Should we replay that?
By the way, he just said it's our show. He's been on me and Ham show once.
He was filling in,
I
right?
meant
it was
like
his first
that
time as
singular
a host.
show.
It's just funny.
It's
how,
already his
right. He's taking over.
The Blake Jones Spectacular.
The hostile
Mean it like
takeover.
that. Y'all's show.
Thank you.
Your dumb
Hey, guys.
little show.
How are y'all?
Starring Blake Jones.
Radio.
Starring Ryan Medellin.
Calls.
Don't forget.
But if we're looking for like the definition of an e-break, I thought this was... this fits the mold. I've lost my wallet.
What?
And
Oh, no.
it's such an empty feeling because I just feel naked without it. And I haven't had it since Tuesday.
Oh.
What?
And I'm lucky here that I have a backup license. What are you doing?
Hold on.
I don't know.
What just happened?
Plane crashed because he lost his wallet, so... It's like a
Was that the
disaster.
bed you're asking for?
Pulling back the curtain, said,
Bed music.
Let's get some bed music.
I didn't hear bed music. I heard bad, something like bad news or something. Sorry.
You know the bad thing is when we hear this on Friday, the Musers are going to think I called for this segment. Oh, he just wanted to talk about losing his wallet. Yeah. That's not the whole show.
Boy, that's pretty cocky too, DJ.
Assuming.
Because yes, when they hear this on Friday, they'll make a comment about me. They'll certainly... They'll focus all on me, and I just don't want that. I don't want it, so I'm going to replay it again.
The Freudian beauty of it is normally when I hear Blake talk, I hear the plane crashing in my head. So to actually hear it happen in real life was just like... Mwah.
It's the mix of two worlds.
Right. It's beautiful.
That's point-worthy.
The DJ laugh is underrated as well.
People hate the laugh.
Overlaugh.
Really?
Yeah.
Fake laugh.
It's not a fake. That's not a fake laugh.
Boy, there's a lot of tension on the weekends.
God, is this a new rivalry?
I love
that's
it.
brewing.
DJ Blake? Oh, no, that's been there for quite some time.
Okay.
That's how Blake got Blake got him
kicked to the morning,
kicked upstairs to the morning show. Yeah,
Right.
like
couldn't stand to
in
see
theory,
him across the glass.
For some people, morning radio is very prestigious and very high paying. But for the support staff of those people,
Boy,
it
DJ,
just means
don't we know better?
It just means I got to get up way earlier, get paid the same, and probably get even less airtime than I used to. So that's why Blake got him, air quotes, promoted.
I
the
knew
mornings.
exactly how to hurt him.
He told Kat, he's like, "Oh no, DJ's great. He would be perfect for the morning."
Such a morning guy.
Blake is winning the feud. There's no question.
Has no kids, so sleep is not an issue.
Well, tune into Blake's show every Saturday,
12 to 2,
from 12 to 2, called Afternoon Delight. Are you on again this week, Blake, or is Ryan back?
Ryan's back.
So I understand we have one more piece of weekend audio to play. Is that right? And is this e-break, or is it...
This is just EA break.
Just EA break.
Yeah.
So this was... I haven't heard this yet, but I've heard that I should play it, or that we should play it, so that... apparently this is one of those things that had the Stars gone on to win Game 6, this would have been on the list of things of why the Stars won. One of those would have been the hard line came in. They cared so much, they got rid of a vacation day, they came in and broadcasted. Or it would have been, Jamie Benn's return. That's what did it for them. That inspired them all. Or it was a pregame speech that so-and-so gave. But all those things actually did happen, but they didn't win. And then this thing happened as well. So do I have to set it up? Or
you just did.
I set it up, so...
This was Memorial Day. It was Kevin Landrum and Jonathan Dodd on their show. They were doing a Stars roundtable.
Kevin Landrum works on the weekends up here.
Thank you, Blake. And at the end of it, they wanted EA, because I guess EA has a history of hype up, like, I don't even know what you call it.
He's done like
Pep
a Twitter
speeches.
Yeah, hype video for the Cowboys.
Okay. Yes.
So you'll see fans do this sometimes, and I always wonder, does he think an actual player is watching this?
Well, Michael Irvin gets featured every Cowboys
Finish
game.
the fight.
Yeah.
Right.
So this is EA's version of that, trying to pump up the Stars.
Very dramatic. We are here at the brink of elimination. Let's
do it. Who are we talking to here?
We're talking here to this first guy.
Uh-huh. Who is that?
Jeff Odom, as the picture says.
That's not Jeff Odom. That is
Jeff Odom.
Oh, my God.
You are a captain here.
I think
this has gone off the rails in 10 seconds.
You are leading us to victory. You need to overcome your demons and win this game for us.
All right,
Connor, getting it back on track.
Connor, can you look at that picture and tell me who that actually is and not Jeff Odom?
That's Joe Pavelski.
Okay, Pavelski. Next guy. He looks like a guy named Ryan Suter.
Okay,
maybe?
defenseman.
And it's not Ryan
It's not Ryan Suter.
But Suter, you need to overcome your demons as well.
All right.
Because we are moving on to the next level. We're going to the Stanley Cup final,
That's right.
if you believe.
Connor, who is that?
That's Jake Ottinger.
Okay, that was our goalie.
Oh, my God.
This guy is Derek White. Derek, I believe in you.
From the Celtics?
You are going to lead us. You are in one Game 7. You will lead us to another Game 7.
All right. Okay.
And here we have Igor Kokarov. Igor Kokarov, you are. I loved you in Harry Potter. And now you're going to lead us to victory.
Okay. That was horrible. But
let's go. Stars.
Oh, man.
Was that guy named Igor Kokarov?
No, I think that was Jamie Benn. That was a picture of Jamie Benn.
Jamie Benn.
Oh, my God.
First of all, isn't the picture of Ottinger with him wearing his hockey gear?
Yeah, he's a goalie.
How do you not get that?
I felt he was a goalie, but
you felt.
God. Well, let's do that hockey.
Oh, my.
All right.
That's the Eric Spoelstra of the ticket right there.
Okay, listen, I'm an excellent broadcaster.
The Stars went on to get shut out.
For good reason.
Dan is speechless.
It's 12:30 on the ticket.
YouTube.com/@SportsGreek.
Now it's time for the 1:30 news with me.
Well,
yes.
Hammers.
Blakers, Milestone, air conditioning, heating, plumbing, and more.
I never really told you, Dan, that I was doing the news, so I hope it's okay.
Of course. You're Blake.
Well, ERCOT is back in the news, but this time they're trying for good news because they are releasing what they're calling Texans, the Texas Advisory and Notification System, which is going to be an alert.
That's going to be confusing to make an acronym in Texas called Texans.
TXANS.
Oh, great.
Still, because it could mean anything. All right, go ahead.
And this alert will notify you when the grid is had too much.
Shouldn't it alert us before it's had too much?
Yeah. Alert, your
Way
power's
before.
about to go out.
So yeah, like we all, everybody turn down their stuff.
There are different levels to this, and that's the emergency level. They are working on the voluntary conservation notice, and then before that, the weather watch.
Okay, the voluntary conservation notice.
Which...
That's the warning to say it's about to go down.
And my question to y'all is, do you feel like this would work? Because when they ask me to turn my thermostat up,
nope,
that makes me want to turn my thermostat down.
Yeah, because you're a flawed guy, but
I'm not the only one.
Right, and there's a lot of people.
I'm with you, Blake.
Oh, wait, the government's telling me to do. I don't do that.
Freedom.
Yeah, and then there's a part of you that thinks, well, they're about to turn our power off, so let me cool the house down.
Ooh, yeah.
Damn libs.
Has somebody made the
Yeah,
T-shirt?
that's a good one.
Has somebody made the T-shirt with "Come and take it" and a thermostat right above it?
Okay, I like this. Ty will work on that immediately.
On it. I bet it'll be done before the segment's over.
But at least ERCOT is trying, right? There for a while, they weren't doing anything. They kind of just blamed the damn libs, as Ty would say.
Well, they're trying in that...
Damn libs.
They're just trying to tell you how they're going to alert you. They're not, like, fix it.
Well, they're not going to fix
Rich.
it.
Get Rich. Rich isn't working for the Cowboys anymore.
We got to fix this grid first, bro.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Fix whatever. If it's because we're on our own island and we're not... You know, we want to be Texan and not part of the United States grid system. Well, we'll fix that then. Just so we have heat and air. That's all we need.
You said it's an app, Blake. Is there a reward system? Like if I do turn up my AC when I get the notification enough times, do I get a free hot dog
what
or
do
something?
I get for it?
What if they could just pick out the houses that actually are complying and they
That's
make sure
right.
that power stays on?
Yeah, there
If
you
I
go.
said app, I think I misspoke.
Okay, it's just a
you
program.
sign up for notifications. Yes.
Okay.
Oh, you have to sign up, though?
Yes.
You're out.
See, no one's going to do that.
Dan, you're out of that.
Dan,
Well-
you signed up for space.com. You won't sign up for this?
That's good info.
Space.com is good info. It's the future, Blake. That's what we'll be living soon.
Okay, now they want an email and a password. I may not sign up for this either.
See?
Probably want your phone number too.
Yeah, they're going to sell that.
And
You started this segment pushing that, and now you're out.
I was more so
Libs,
informing,
libs,
but
damn libs.
now that I see they have two-factor, I'm out.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, I hate two-factor, man.
But yeah, ERCOT releasing the Texas Advisory Notification System for those of you that are interested. Next story. Are y'all recycle guys?
Yes. The blue bin?
I know that sounds like a weird question, but some people
Some
aren't.
people don't do it. Okay. I mean,
And like when I
don't
go
mean to
visit
assume.
the mother-in-law,
just throw everything in the gray bin.
I don't know that they have a recycling program even where she lives.
Okay.
But for us, I have more recycling every week than I do garbage.
It's all those Amazon boxes.
I'm pretty close. Both bins are full by the end of the week.
Yeah, do you have the giant bin, the big garbage can size?
Yeah, I've got the big blue.
Okay, that's not full.
Or maybe I go 2 weeks.
We used to have those little tiny bins, and then they gave us the big giant garbage can size bin. We're about half full, 3/4.
Well, a recent audit found that more than a quarter of the materials put in the blue Dallas recycling bins are contaminated.
What does that mean?
They throw the milk carton in there.
Like it's a pizza box with
What do
grease
you
on
mean?
it still.
I throw the milk carton in.
You don't wash it out?
I wash it out, so my
Yeah,
family won't
okay.
wash anything out.
Okay, then.
And now, so I have a plastic bin in the kitchen, or in the wherever we keep the garbage, in the tiny little closet where we keep the garbage.
Close to a Words with Dan, but it doesn't count.
No, and then when I empty that bin, it'll be dripping with Diet Coke remnants and whatnot, and I'm like, it takes you 2 seconds. Rinse it out.
That's too much to ask.
My wife thinks she's saving a lot of money by not using the water to rinse out that can. But are you referring to food is left on?
Yeah, well, okay, according to Danielle McClellan, the manager of the city's Zero Waste Division.
Hey, Danielle.
She says that...
You do think that's a hot name, don't you?
Hi. I don't know, because that would be like dating me. Because her name is Danielle. Could
Fair.
Danielle date a Dan?
Let's find out.
Well, Danielle says it needs to be clean, empty, and dry. We don't want half container of peanut butter. And they don't... See, what happens is if it's dirty, they have to clean it. So now the city is using a lot of water to clean all of these contaminated products. So what they're going to start doing...
And they're saying 75% of stuff?
No, a quarter, 25%.
Okay, that's a surprise that it's that low. Just because I end up having to redo all the stuff in my house. But go on.
So they're getting so frustrated with this that if the city finds contaminants in the same bin for 3 times, the bin will be removed.
Wow.
So your privileges will be revoked.
3
so they're
strikes.
Gonna start, yeah, they're going to start coming around randomly and checking in on your garbage. I guess I should say
What's
recycling.
next? Big brother.
I would wonder how they know that
Libs.
because the big truck just dumps the bin in with all the other things. So you're saying they're going to go look at your individual bin?
Rooting in there and saying, oh, this one still has half the pickles in the container.
Yeah, they're going to start, it's just going to be a random audit.
And so now what's that going to cost? Is that going to cost?
Yeah, don't they have more important things to worry about?
More than the water they need to clean out the peanut butter jar?
Yeah, they said that they're trying to go for education. Now, apparently other cities will fine you, but they will just strip your blue bin from you. And so one last story here in the 1:30 news is for the school year of 2023 and 2024, Dallas ISD will require clear backpacks for all students. And they will be given to the students, so will be at no additional cost. But no more is the day of hiding something in your backpack. Which, we're just leading down a road where every kid is wearing the same thing and having the same clear backpack. They're all going to look like the exact same person.
Wearing the same thing, I've always told you, I think that's good.
Which is probably not a terrible thing.
Why is this? What are people bringing in backpacks that...
What do you think, Dan?
Well,
I don't know.
Guns is one of them.
Guns, drugs, condoms.
Rainbow-colored
Okay.
fentanyl.
Rainbow-colored.
That was a big deal,
It was, I know.
It says it'll have a small, non-clear pouch inside these clear backpacks to hold items such as cell phones, money, and hygiene products. But other than that, it's just like when you go to a Cowboys game. It's got to be a clear bag.
Not surprised.
And obviously inside a notebook you could hide something if you needed to.
Yeah, you can get creative. Ted, you did uniforms, right?
Throughout. Yep. Elementary school to high school.
I did too, and I didn't hate it.
It was fine. I mean, we all complain about it at the time, but it made things very easy. And, it wasn't one of those schools where it's the same thing every single day. I don't know if it was for you. It's not like your, button-down shirt and pants, the same thing. You had, a few different polos or golf shirts, Dan. Shorts, could go pants, khakis, right? But that was the allotment.
Yeah, we had 4 different colored polos we could wear. Guys wore khakis or slacks, and the girls wore skirts. That's it.
So is that only at private schools? You can't do that in a public school?
I think you see uniforms at public schools.
Yeah, you're
now.
starting to.
Yeah.
Are you?
Mhm.
Yeah.
And did they pay for yours? Or I
No.
guess that's part of what you sign up for when you're signing up for a private school.
No.
You say,
no,
you will wear this uniform, and you'll
No.
say, yeah.
Had to pay for all that. Well, my parents did, not me.
No,
Didn't
I
take
always
it out of my allowance.
I totally wished it was like that for my kids. I don't remember caring that much about anything when I was in school, but I think it would have taken all the worry about it out, right? Because I worked at jobs where you had to wear just black pants, white shirt.
Sure.
And it made it easy.
As opposed to keeping up, okay, well, what's in? And, am I going to get laughed at for wearing this or that?
Jorts.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
You should. Did you find Danielle McClellan?
There's more than one person with that name.
So not worth it. Okay.
looking-
There's your 1:30 news then.
Yay!
Oh, okay.
What are we doing next? On the hang zone, on the ticket.
Tune in and find out, Ted.
Okay.
Ted Emmerich is in for Jake today.
Who could we possibly be calling here?
Yeah. We need to call Jake. Now, he texted us a few minutes ago and said, call anytime.
Yo.
Yes.
J Money.
Dan the man.
Say hi to Ted Emmerich.
Hello, Mr. Emmerich.
And say hi to literally hundreds of people listening in Dallas-Fort Worth. Almost hundreds.
Jake, how is Disney Plus going?
Going pretty well. Is it too loud? Because I am right next to a ride about to get on.
Oh, you're about to get on a ride?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Mine moved a little quicker than I thought.
Yeah, I want to hear that.
Yeah, no kidding. Not Splash Mountain, though. Sorry about that, Jake.
Teacups?
No what?
Blake said no teacups. I said no Splash Mountain. I'm sorry you missed that. I read that it closed earlier this week for good.
Yeah, I think they replaced that with a new feature where Moana is just pegging King Triton. That's
okay.
part of their new. But again, that might just be for June. So maybe I just showed up at the right time.
We've been missing that today.
What, the
pegging?
pegging?
Yeah, Ted's not.
Yeah, Ted hasn't dropped a lot of pegging lines yet.
Well, it's Pride Month, Dan, and I'm here at Woke Disney on the scene.
That's right. You're with the Libs, right? You're in the Lib Disney.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I think that's all of it. I'm masquerading here, trying to get to the bottom of this mainstream media.
Well, I mean, even this Disney is surrounded by libs, whereas the other Disney is not surrounded by libs. It's surrounded by alligators.
That's got to be careful with those. I think a few months ago, Dan was surprised to learn that the Disney adult is a whole world unto itself.
Oh, it's a real thing.
Let me tell you, buddy. And they're in costume.
Oh no,
with no kids. I saw a gentleman earlier dressed as. Is it Hans Solo? And he was not with anyone. And
Wait, he wasn't with a lady?
No, and he was not. He did not appear to be an employee of the park. Because it was kind of a half-ass costume, it didn't look.
Did he ask you to touch his blaster?
No, Ted. There you go. See, you're heating up now. You only got an hour left.
I was there.
It's Pride Month.
Yeah, but there's a lot of waiting in line. They do have an app now where you can actually see the wait time, for every ride. So you don't just go there and you're shocked that you walked this far. That's a step in the right direction. You can at least see the level of beating you're in for at each ride.
Do they have a fast pass option?
They do. Now, the one we bought only basically allows us 2 uses of it per day. So you have to marshal your resources accordingly.
Need a game plan.
Yeah, exactly. But I don't know. My kid's so small and dumb that we can just take her to any of these. And she's like, "This is the best ride ever."
Yeah. What ride are you about to go on?
What is this? Some Snow White. It's something Snow White related, which I'm sure that movie's totally on the up and up on a sensitivity. Yeah, you know what's funny is when you watch the old movies on the app, they all come with we know this is bad.
Yes.
And we're leaving it up because it's bad, and we're going to learn because it's bad. They don't have that at the park.
Yeah,
you know?
my 6-year-old is still, no, let's watch Aladdin again, let alone Snow White or Sleeping Beauty or any of them.
When's the last time you hopped into Peter Pan, Teddy? Because that one...
God.
Whew,
It's...
What's wrong with Peter Pan?
Let's just say their negotiations with the Native Americans are in less than good faith.
Oh.
It's bad.
I think we need reports on this.
There you go. Next content for next week.
Yeah.
That might have been the worst one I've seen recently.
Write that down, Blake. We need Jake's take on Disney movies.
Jake, are you aware of the Kempspin Force Splash Mountain?
He just Kempspin Peter Pan, by the way.
What, did someone die?
So in 2020, Disney announced that they were going to eventually close the ride, which they did on Wednesday for good. Splash Mountain is based on the controversial 1946 Disney film Song of the South.
Oh, wow.
A work long criticized for its portrayal of the post-Civil War South and for utilizing racist tropes.
Yeah, well, I don't think anybody wants to dig too hard on anything Disney-related. I mean, you know, wasn't Walt a bit of a sympathizer himself, Dan?
Who, Walt?
I think so.
Was he a Nazi?
Oh, damn, man.
I don't know what Walt... All the old white guys back then are pretty bad, right?
And the lady they got playing Snow White can absolutely get it.
Yeah.
Damn.
Is she even white?
Dan. Dan the man.
Yeah, I mean, she is, but they have her in makeup. Like, they couldn't hire someone to actually play their diverse version. No, that's the other thing, too, is have you guys heard about how much, like, people who work here, I guess this is probably more in Florida, like, just how much sex is happening from the people who work here?
I've always heard that about any Cedar Point in Ohio. That was a big thing. Yeah, you go work there because they put you up in a dorm, perhaps something like that.
Yeah, and I think there's like an international internship. You know, you got hot dudes from Brazil or wherever or whoever. You know.
So you're saying Snow White is
pretty hot?
Someone's hitting that tonight, is what you're saying.
When Snow White takes a bite of the apple, did you ask her if she spits or swallows?
Whoa!
You see, it just takes me. That's all I got to do. Do you guys want to stay on the phone for like 30 seconds while I'm on this ride?
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's hear it.
Okay, we're next in line here.
This is the Snow White ride?
Yeah.
Is it just you and Nora, or is the wife, you got a threesome on this?
Can I go in the back or all in the front? Wherever? Okay, I'll go in the back.
Back.
All right, here we go. We are reporting live from... Thanks, Yvonne. All right, here we go. We are entering the ride. All right. All right. So far...
not a lot of screaming, not a terrifying ride.
Pretty bad so far, fellas.
You're just kind of moving around a little bit?
Creepy, yeah. All right, here we go. Oh, there's the witch. Old classic Wicked Witch of the West. Am I right, Dan? Snow White? Classic. There's the dwarf plane. That probably would have to be renamed today. Here we go. All right.
The word dwarf still good?
I don't think so. Well, I don't know. Didn't they kind of like medicalize it?
Dwarfism?
Yeah.
Call them the Seven Lacewells.
I'm a midget.
Why couldn't they have done that with any of the other ones, you know?
Like what? For example, what words that can't you say?
Where you're like, oh, geez, you guys want that one, huh? All right, well, we will abide. Oh, there's the poison apple. What is this? Is there like a Garden of Eden angle to this movie? I've never seen it.
You've never seen Snow White?
It's been on at the house, but I don't think I've ever paid attention. So I'm pretty lost.
There is like grumpy and sneezy and
which gives the apple to Snow White, takes a bite, right?
And then it takes a man to save her, doesn't it?
Yep. like it always does.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, and that was the original sin.
Right.
Right?
I think that's the origin story of.
Yeah.
Yeah, if not for a woman taking the bite of that apple, we'd all be living in harmony.
Yeah.
Naked. Together.
Is it over?
It appears to be pretty over.
Now, do you have, when you go to Disney, you don't buy tickets, right? You just can go on any ride. Right?
I'm sorry, what?
You don't have to buy a ride passes, right? I don't know.
I think on some you have to.
I don't think I've ever been to Disney.
Well, like, you don't have to do that at Six Flags.
Right, it's like Six Flags, right? Yeah.
Are there theme parks where they just let you in to
I
walk
don't know.
around and then you pay by the ride?
I don't know.
No, I don't think it's to that degree.
Don't listen to me and shut up.
Like, what are you saying?
Don't bring this back up. Ever again.
There might be some premium rides or experiences you might have to pay extra for, but
Who are you bailing him out? Look who wants to fill in again.
Yeah, I want Ted back. Ted's back Monday.
Hey, I'm the one wearing a golf shirt just to put Dan at ease today, Jake, and he hasn't mentioned it once. It's the bit with no payoff. I guess I was inspired by Ham. But I have a polo on today since he said last week that it was quite off-putting to see me in shorts and a T-shirt out at Fan and Tree Farm.
Yeah, he's got to have you. He's got to have you corporated up.
Yeah, in full.
All right, what are we doing? What's the plan next year? So I can tease.
You were here for it. I don't really know what
I'm asking the family what our plan is so I can tease for you guys.
Oh, you want to tease that? Okay.
Dumbo. There's nothing racist there, right? Or is it?
You had the crows.
Yeah, that's not good.
But like Dumbo's just an elephant, right? There's not, he's not like supposed to.
But there's imagery in everything, right?
Yeah, probably so.
All right, well.
You guys have a great day, man. I'm going to get some ice cream, some chips.
Yeah.
Let's see what Snow White's got going on.
All right, well, good luck with that.
Yeah. Good luck with Ted.
All right, man.
He'll need it.
Scanning. See ya.
Later.
See ya.
There's Jake. Individually paying for rides at Disneyland.
Once again, the Hang Zone presents Why Today Doesn't Suck.
So, you just played a bad radio Why Today Doesn't Suck open, right? Just a yes
That's
or
my
no
main man,
question.
Jake.
You did, right?
No, that was a Hang Zone open.
Play it again.
It's kind of hard to do. I can find it.
Once again, Bad Radio presents Why Today.
That is a bad radio one. I'm sorry.
And now, here are your hosts, Jake Kemp and Dan McDowell.
The Dunham Zone. He's 25, Corbin. 25.
That's hot.
I was an intern here working for free at 25.
You didn't have a job with NBC lined up at
No,
25?
I did not.
Here's Ham. What is this? What are we doing? $2.58 on the ticket.
Thanks, Ted. Eatsy's Marketed Bakery brings you Dano McDowell.
And joining us now in the studio is the Hardline. We have Bob, Corby,
Hi, Corby.
Hey, Linda. Cheers.
and David.
David Mino.
Hello, Hardline.
Hello.
Is there a reason you're called the Hardline?
I think it's because we don't pull any punches and we're not in the owner's back pocket.
I thought it was from some Terrence Trent D'Arby song Once Upon a Time.
Well, yeah.
Which actually sounds made up.
I think it's because it was the name of the legacy show in the time slot.
Oh,
and
that's
they just
it.
decided to keep it even though
I just heard a promo. It
we're
said
the fake woke line.
They're called
Yeah.
the Hardline for a reason, and they never really follow up on that.
Libs.
That's production's fault.
What are the odds a Terrence Trent D'Arby Not Wishing Well song would be the basis for anything ever?
Terrence Trent D'Arby.
What if you changed the name to Wishing
Sounds
Well?
like a serial killer.
It does, yes.
Three names.
How's he doing?
He does nothing.
How do you know?
He did that 40 years ago, and that's it.
I think today...
Don't
you
look
ripping
back. You
Terrence
can
Trent
never
D'Arby?
look back.
Yeah, I guess I am.
Would you like to guess the net worth of
It's-
Terrence Trent?
Yes.
That song doesn't even get played.
Rip Friday.
I'm going to say
$40,000.
Whoa.
$2 million.
No way.
$5 million.
200,000.
Ted?
$3 million.
According to Celebrity Net Worth, Terrence Trent D'Arby worth $2 million.
Yes!
Good start,
Thank
Dave.
you!
Good start. Big
Well
start.
done.
Big start.
Go,
Well
Dave.
done.
Think he gets a lot of chicks?
I don't even think it's 2. That's inflated.
Well, that includes like his real estate holdings. So he probably has like $5 cash.
Right.
Today's
Real
Friday,
estate
June 2nd, the
holdings.
153rd day of the year, 212 days left in 2023. On this day in 1886, this is why Jake is gone, President Grover Cleveland married Frances Folsom in the White House.
Is that the one he picked out when she was an infant?
I think it is. He was 49, she was 21. But I believe, yes.
Was she a niece or something?
They're just a friend of the family, I think.
Oh, okay.
He
And
was
that is
friends
half
with
the
their parents.
difference
It
between
wasn't-
Al Pacino and Nor Alfala.
Right. Yeah.
It wasn't gross and incest. It was just gross.
Back then, if it was a relative,
wanted a young bride.
no one would have batted an eye. I'm like, yeah, sure.
Cousin, niece, whatever.
Yeah.
Hi, Grover.
That's normal.
Grover Cleveland joining us now.
Hello.
Far.
This is the day in 2010 that Armando Galarraga had the perfect
Legal.
game until it was taken away by a terrible call by the umpire, Jim Joyce. And on this day in 2011, remember, the Mavs in Game 2 of the NBA Finals were down 15 with 7:14 left.
The Cavs.
And, of course, they were facing the Heat, led by LeBron James.
Dan in a full Heat uniform.
Yeah, full Heat onesie.
Those headbands.
Onesie.
The Mavs went on a 22-5 run.
Joe Prunty.
And won, of course.
We were there.
And they went on to win the series, many would say.
I was there.
Right
was
behind
there.
the bench. Giving him the old Billy Baroo.
Corby, what do you think of the new Foo Fighters record?
I'm
working your way through it?
Yeah.
Not ready to rule?
Not ready.
Variety of birthdays today, but we have one Cumulus birthday we're trying to get
I'm not going to just go out on a limb and give it a B+.
Just a
Just call Dave first.
blind A++.
Yeah, I got to call Dave and see what he wants me to give it.
Did it need a 10-minute song?
No.
She's not picking up, Blake.
Way to
Can you
go,
believe it?
Blake.
I hope I have the. Maybe she gave me the wrong number.
6 ringy dingies.
So many girls.
Hey there, thanks so much for calling. I can't get to the phone right now, but leave a message and I'll return your call as soon as I can. Thanks. Have a wonderful day.
That's
At the tone, please record your
this is
message.
Tara
when you
from The
finish
Wolf.
recording, you may hang up or press
The Wolf.
1 for more options.
Woof. This is Tara from
We
the
declare war on Terra.
Tara, the Wake Up with the Wolf morning show host
from the United States of Tara.
Birthday.
That's right. Happy
Tara.
birthday, Tara.
The United States of Terra. That's a fine Showtime callback.
Line 4 guy has a joke for you.
Why did the sperm cross the road? You wouldn't know why, but I'll tell you. I put on the wrong pair of socks today.
Do you get that, Tara?
She can retell that.
Yeah.
Tara, if Dutch
feel
was
free to use that one.
if Dutch was here, we would leave you another joke, but I don't think Dutch
No, I think he quit.
has been in today.
Dutch is here.
Dutch.
You got something for
What a
Tara's
great
voicemail?
birthday for Tara.
I got a great joke for Tara. Man really hated his wife's cat. Decided to get rid of it one day by driving him to the park and leaving it. As he was getting home, the cat was walking up the driveway. Next day, he decided to drive the cat 40 blocks away, kicked the thing out, and headed home. Driving back up his driveway, there's the cat again. Kept taking the cat further and further, and the cat would always beat him home. At last, he decided to drive across town till he reached what he thought was a safe distance from home and left the cat there. Hours later, man calls home to his wife. Jen, is that cat there? Yes, the wife answers. Why do you ask? Frustrated, the man answered, put that son of a bitch on the phone. I'm lost. I need directions.
And Tara, that is your birthday gift.
All right, pick
It's a
up.
gift that keeps on giving.
She's not
isn't it?
sitting there on her
There's
couch.
no gift receipt.
I thought she's screening.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, happy birthday, Tara.
We love you. All right. I got a birthday, Dan. Because you screwed up yesterday. Actually, you didn't.
Uh-oh.
The guy did.
Oh.
Andrew Battleson, which sounds like a friend of mine, right?
Yeah, Battleson.
So what? He screwed up an email and then he's going to send another one? No, you don't get it on again.
No. He didn't get it on at all. He forgot that it was his wife's birthday and just forgot to send it in and all this stuff.
Well, then he doesn't get it on.
But
why is that Dan's fault?
It's not Dan's fault in the end. But Catherine Battleson had her birthday yesterday, and I just want her to know that Andrew is going to celebrate your love tonight. Tonight.
He did email. He emailed. It's on my email list. It said he plans to
sex all night.
Put her to sleep in that special way. Not like when we had to have our dog put to sleep. That was tragic and took a lot longer.
Looks like she works out, though. He sent a photo of her like, look at this. She's like doing weights that are heavy and stuff. Or she like loading a squat rack.
Yeah, she's putting plates on the bar.
Damn, oh, boy. It's kind of hot.
We also have Human. This is from Nima Shabazi.
Nima
is a good dude.
You got Colin over there, Dan?
I don't know. Jeez, everybody else want to do this?
Man.
Jeez.
Colin in Frisco.
What's up with him?
He says, sports leaders.
Oh, he's the guy that just sent one just now.
Oh, you have that?
Just saying. The last-minute birthday guys to get to the front of the list kind of sucks. Don't you guys think?
But Dan...
I think so.
But Dan...
Bro.
He spent the day in the delivery room. Can't you make an exception for that?
For his kid or just hanging out?
No.
No, he just hangs out
picking out his next wife.
I need a photo.
10 years before they knew my
I need a
birthday.
photo of that kid coming out.
It's on Twitter. Well, it's probably not that photo. The one.
Yeah, I want one a little
for.
earlier.
After calling the Deep Night Compound for daddy advice, I'm pleased to announce the arrival of the newest V1, heir to the Iron Throne.
Okay, yeah, the one that was worried about becoming a girl dad.
Colby Jolie Nelson, I want to say. Colby? C-U-L?
Corgi.
Colby?
C-U-L.
I think I...
Colby.
Well, a Corgi.
That's a Starbucks name for me. Colby.
Yeah, I'm going to say...
Dalton.
Bork. Colby. Jolie Nelson. Her leaders are Nora Kemp, both McDowell Queens, and Maddie Sturm. She will defer to any drop of Ham's choosing. Happy to join the hashtag Girl Dad Club. Thanks for keeping me entertained in the delivery room. There. Colin in Frisco.
He shouldn't have got it on.
That was a lot.
He can't send in an email at 3 o'clock and get one in.
It was actually not in this case.
That's why he was in there.
He sent 3 photos of his new baby girl.
An abortion.
We don't want to see a photo of a baby unless...
Not an abortion.
Yeah. Happy
It's a
not an
future wife.
abortion day.
Could be a future wife, though, Dave.
Yeah.
That's right.
Go, Dave. You might want to get in on that early.
Yeah. I need to look for my
Your Al Pacino
my
wife.
Al Pacino wife.
Yeah.
Get in on the ground floor.
Nick Munoz. Anyway, him and his brother Steven.
So that's it. I could go
Patrick Krause
literally to the hospital today, and that would be my Al Pacino wife.
Jesse Fagan.
Everybody thinks I'm a pedophile. It's so gross.
Jesse Fagan. Do you think that's how you pronounce that?
Yeah, it's Fagan.
I mean, how can you tell?
Shut that down fast.
How can you tell how hot an infant's going to be?
My boyfriend
Mommy?
Vinny from Lisa DeVito.
But you can't even tell me because mommy's all tore up and
Yeah.
stuff.
Tore up.
You know what?
Atticus Rowe.
Dad. Hot
You
dad.
can still tell.
Yeah.
Still tell, bro.
My daughter Marley is 13 from P1 Lane. Susan Beltram says Hannah Cross is 29.
Mm-hmm.
Joseph D. Salvo is 51.
Hey!
Oh!
And my buddy Eric Jackson is 46.
I feel like I need to apologize to Terrence Trent D'Arby.
Why?
A lot of hits.
There's another one that is definitely significant. the sign your name across my heart. I want you to be my baby.
Yeah,
right?
that guy
That's
sucked.
that girl from Ipanema.
That was the second one, right?
Yes.
You're eating. I'm Darby.
That is terrible.
My baby.
Thank you, Ham.
We have other birthdays, like Lucky Whitehead is 31.
Oh, man.
Mm.
Wasn't there a
Sorry about
dog
your dog.
thing with him?
Blitz.
Yeah, not so lucky.
So did he...
His brother not so
Someone
much
kidnapped his dog?
Yeah, there was a rapper that stole his dog.
We
right?
actually have... Here, Ham, give me the audio.
Was it Jay-Z?
There was a
Young
whole,
Gravy.
Oh,
Did
yeah.
you ever hear there was a whole
decided to
podcast
bring the
series
dog
about
anyway?
that kidnapping?
No.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I
Sarah
got a call
Koenig
the
covered
first
it.
night it happened. That Sunday, when I was coming back, I was in Fort Lauderdale Airport. They called and said, "What's up?" Like, blah blah. How much? At first, it was like, "How much the dog mean to you?" And I was like, "Who is this? Like, where my dog at?" They was like, "Nah, you want the dog back? You gotta cut a check."
Previously on Serial.
Cowboys wide receiver Rodney Lucky Whitehead says that his puppy is being held for ransom.
Addison police are investigating after his dog Blitz was taken from his Addison
Blitz.
home.
Of course.
Yeah, it's killing me. You know, it hurts because I don't know how he's being treated. You know, I wasn't here to protect him. And, you know, it's sickening.
It is.
Lucky Whitehead is convinced this is happening to him because he's a Dallas Cowboy.
This is a Global Tel Link prepaid call from
Blitz! Blitz! Blitz!
I ain't stole no dog. Hell is you talking about? We ain't stole no motherfucking dog. Come on, bro. Y'all people crazy as hell, bro.
Whitehead says he is stepping up security. This is not how he wanted to head into training camp at Oxnard next week.
From This American Life and WBEZ Chicago, it's Serial. One story told week by week. I'm Sarah Koenig.
Who joins us now?
Beautiful.
Did Adnan steal the dog? Or did he love the dog too much?
We don't have more material than we did last time, do we?
No.
Freddie Adu is 34.
He changed soccer. Still young.
What's his celebrity net worth?
It's soccer. It's soccer.
That's a good question.
Because didn't he sign like $20 million with Nike or something crazy? $10 million?
Did he really?
I don't know. But we should say,
There's a movie coming out about it.
Dan, we should say for the record, Lucky Whitehead still in professional football. He is starting his third season with the British Columbia Lions in the Canadian Football League.
Okay.
After 2 seasons with Winnipeg.
Wonder how the dog is.
Dave, it was a $1 million deal from Nike when he was 13.
$1 million.
Back in
Okay.
2003, but still he was
Not 20.
13.
Current net worth, is it over that?
Yes.
No.
12 million.
What? There is no way.
Jinx. Don't yell at me.
He probably signed a subsequent deal with Nike,
He
right?
invested that money. That money's working for him.
Good for Freddie.
Eddie Lacy is 33, Bob.
I remember him.
Didn't he get kind of fat?
Yeah, but for a while he was pretty good.
Gary Bettman is 71.
Hockey? They're still playing hockey?
Dennis Haysbert is 69, former guest.
Friend of the show. Great
Oh, I know this
voice.
guy. Black dude.
Jobu.
Pedro.
Pedro Serrano. Wow, what a career.
Wayne Brady, 51.
Does Wayne Brady got to choke a bitch?
Abby Wambach is 43.
The greatest
That means Brittany
aerial
Wambach.
soccer player.
Oh, I thought you were talking about something else.
No, the greatest aerial soccer player in women's history.
And let's see.
Like she's a mermaid?
Dana Carvey is 68.
Not a mermaid.
History.
If she came right out of the sea to head balls into
Lots
the
of
back of the
headers.
net. Yeah.
So to speak.
She used her big flipper.
Yeah.
Oh, and Jerry Mathers, 75.
It's like a seal.
The beaver.
The Beaver.
I hope Beaver's
name? What
living a
name?
very comfortable life,
Who are you, Seal?
not having to worry about stuff.
Beaver?
Yeah.
He's an old beaver now.
You
Is
think
his net worth bigger than Freddie Adu?
No way. No.
Has he made more than
way.
Evan Eschmeyer?
I mean, did he save his money and invest it on the West Coast like all those actors did back in the day and buy up a bunch of land A lot of them did that.
Jerry Mather's net worth $3 million.
All right, he's comfortable. What are you laughing at? He's living comfortably.
Is he?
You're laughing at $3 million. Who are you?
Born on this day, now dead. Gilbert Baker.
It is fair to say that we probably
Gilbert Baker.
We don't need to be cynical about $3 million.
No,
he is the son-in-law of Snake Stabler over here.
Hey, how's your tent?
Gilbert Baker was a gay activist. He designed the rainbow flag.
Oh,
gay!
Do you think that's really... Is that great of a...
He just looked in the sky.
Yeah, he's like,
Yeah.
We'll claim that.
This is mean. And born on this day, now dead, Tex Schramm, who is the opposite of Gilbert Baker. Probably didn't like the gay flag at all.
As Gordon said this morning, I always thought it was pronounced Tex Ram.
Tex Ram.
5. Dead on this day, still dead, we have Lou Gehrig. We have...
What?
How did he not see
Vince
that?
Welnick.
The Nazis.
Of the Tubes and
Says here,
Grateful Dead.
Grateful Dead.
Really? When was he with the Dead? L4G?
And
late in his career.
Died on this day in 1948.
Like
Karl Brandt.
Is that Gil's dad?
It was Hitler's physician.
Of course.
Golly, how many physicians did he have?
4.
Every
3,
single day.
This one was his proctologist.
And you're done.
Bye, Ted.
Bye, Corby.
Bye, Ted.
Bye.
Broadcasting live.
You too, Dan. Take this polo shirt off.
Victory Park.
Brought to you by
All Pro Foundation Repair.
And here he is again, Dave.
Gen X Davey.
Thank you. Well, it is a huge weekend at the box office. We, of course, just had the Memorial Day weekend, and Fast X has been at the top of the box office, as well as...
Loved it, man. I can't wait to see it again.
As well as the live action of...
Little
Mermaid. But this weekend, if you've looked at movie times, and I'm actually going to go see Little Mermaid this weekend. My wife really wants to see it, and
I thought you were just going to go in a trench coat by yourself.
No,
You by yourself.
no, I'm not going to.
One, please.
I'm not going to try and take
I'm
take
over
as
13.
take as many selfies with children as possible.
Just a popcorn bucket with no bottom, please.
And just hang out by the bathroom.
Yeah. No, my wife really wants to see it, and my daughter saw it, but she liked it enough that she's willing to go see it again. So, but if you've looked at movie times this weekend, you'll notice that majority of screens are dedicated to Spider-Man across the Spider-Verse. That already Little Mermaid is getting squeezed out, and it's getting only a handful of showings per day because multiple screens and showtimes from dusk till dawn
of Spider-Man. All right, Ham.
What's up?
What's going on here? What is this?
It's Spider-Man. Back to you.
So
it's like a reboot. Is it?
So 2018.
All right.
2018, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse came out, and it was the animated one.
Yeah.
So not with Tom Holland, but had the animated version, and it was I believe a Latinx lead character.
Mm-hmm.
Miles Morales.
Yes, Miles Morales. And,
Spider-Man's white. I'm sorry.
And so, and that's the
you?
thing is that they introduced the multiverse, and there are many Spider-Men across the multiverse.
Good.
There's a diversity of Spider-Man.
Yes.
Yeah, we need to bring it back.
So this is the sequel, Across the Spider-Verse, and so it opened in previews last night, and it did 16 million in previews.
Damn.
That's the second best preview night ever for an animated movie. First is The Incredibles 2 in 2018, did 18.5 million in previews. And so Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse has jumped over Toy Story 4, which did 12 million in previews. And so compared to the first Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, the one that came out in 2018, those previews only did 3.5 million, and the opening weekend was 35.3 million. This time, Across the Spider-Verse is expected to do between 75 and 90 million this weekend.
Ham?
Yes, sir.
Is this supposed to be good?
Supposedly, yes.
Did you see the first one?
I did.
Do you like cartoon?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
All right.
Well, I'm certainly glad you asked Ham that, because at this point, Across the Spider-Verse is 95% certified fresh on Rotten Teas, and the audience score is 97%. So people like it.
Okay.
People like it.
So Ham knows what he's talking about.
Speaking of things that people like, people really still like Queen.
When's Indiana Jones coming out?
Not till later this month or early July, I believe.
Okay.
Soonish.
All right.
I don't remember.
Because the Bear's coming back here in
speak.
a couple weeks.
On game day?
That's not in theaters, but
June 30th.
Yes.
All right.
Bear on game day.
So that's like the 4th of July, the long 4th of July weekend for Indy and the Dial of Destiny. So Queen, definitely it's like they have a resurgence every like 12, 15 years. Because kids today love Queen all over again.
They do.
Just like when we were kids and it was all the Wayne's World thing.
And then the Mighty Ducks in the 90s.
Yeah.
What did they do? I never saw those.
The Mighty Ducks?
Did they bring back Queen?
The Mighty
it was
Ducks,
their
Ducks,
soundtrack.
Goose.
Okay. All right.
We Will Rock You and We Are the Champions.
Ball
beating.
So there's going to be a lot of rock memorabilia that will be sold through Sotheby's auction house in London later this year. And they have a bunch of Freddie Mercury stuff in there.
AIDS panties?
Teeth?
Yes,
mustache.
they have his teeth, his mustache, and his AIDS panties. But they also have a pair of his Adidas high-top sneakers. They have a crown and cape ensemble that he wore on stage.
Okay.
They have his 1992 MTV Video Music Award for Best Music Video. That was a posthumous award.
He's got AIDS.
Yes, yes. But the most intriguing bit of memorabilia, there's a bunch of handwritten lyrics.
Okay.
And the one that is most coveted could fetch up to $1.5 million. It is the handwritten lyric sheet of Bohemian Rhapsody.
Whoa.
And what is interesting about it, it's an early draft of the song, and you can see that the original title was Mongolian Rhapsody. And then he crossed it out and replaced it with Bohemian. So can you imagine it being as big a hit if it was called Mongolian Rhapsody?
It would have been.
Think so?
Yeah, of course. It's the song. It's not the title.
Yeah. I mean, the Bohemian Rhapsody isn't in the lyrics.
Right. It's all about the song, and we would have just thought that was it.
And the other bit of Queen news is that the surviving members and the estate of Freddie Mercury are closing in on a rights deal.
Where does the Freddie Mercury money go?
I have no idea.
Like, I don't think he had a kid, or I know he didn't have a kid, right? I know he got married, married.
A beard.
Yeah, but they never had a kid, and then he was with that guy Jim for like the last 10 years of his life. I don't think they adopted, and his parents are dead. Who gets the Freddie Mercury money?
The AIDS panties, I guess.
Interesting. Go on.
So they are closing in on, if this is true, the biggest rights deal in the history of music. So we've seen some big ones. Bruce Springsteen sold his publishing and music catalog to Sony for $600 million.
Elizabeth Taylor.
Bob Dylan sold
package.
his publishing to Universal for $400 million.
Yep.
They are saying that the Queen catalog and Universal Music Group is the likely buyer, according to sources, but Universal could pay the Queen Publishing Group $1 billion.
What? $1 billion?
$1 billion. That's what they're saying.
Did you like it?
$1 billion?
They could buy out Jimbo.
Yeah, why not get Universal to buy out Jimbo?
Bringing it back to sports.
Damn, dude.
It is Nude Music Friday.
You have new Queen?
No, don't have new Queen. We mentioned during Why Today Doesn't Suck that is Foo Fighters Day for Corby.
This segment's going to be about Dave Grohl.
Yeah.
It is not going to be about Dave Grohl. We've already listened to some Foo Fighters on this segment. We're not going to today. But I did find this interesting. So Noel Gallagher, he just put out his 4th record with his High Flying Birds project.
Yeah, right. He, of course...
From Oasis.
From Oasis.
Yeah. He's the guitar-playing brother, not the singing brother, or the primary singer. And so last night, he did a kind of a live webcast, and maybe this was on TV over in England, but it was on...
Now, is this going to be on TV?
Yes. He was on the BBC doing a live concert from the BBC Radio 2 piano room, and he was accompanied by the BBC Concert Orchestra. And one of the songs that he performed, and I'll bring it up here, but he's from Manchester.
Mm-hmm.
Famous, influential band from Manchester, Joy Division. And so he decided on this show last night to play a cover of Love Will Tear Us Apart. So we'll listen to just a smidge of this.
Boy, what a Dave Cream dream this is.
The only reason we're doing this.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! You're bouncing around the room.
I love this song.
It's a little weird with the strings. So Noel trying to do an Ian Curtis, but not very well.
That's tough.
So
range.
So afterwards, of course, Liam can't let this go without saying something.
Oh no.
So, of course, Liam is Noel's brother, and he took to Twitter.
Did he say he sounded like a dying quail or something like that?
Anytime you say he took to Twitter.
So this was his tweet. He said, "I must once again apologize on behalf of my family for Noel's tinkle poor and damn right blasphemous version of Joy Division's Love Will Tear Us Apart. Tut effing tut. Sorry."
God.
Wow.
Why can't they just be... It just makes me sad, you know? Why can't they just be bros?
But it is... It's kind of like they're keeping each other relevant. They're keeping each other in the press. So maybe it's a little more calculated than we give them credit for.
Maybe.
I don't know.
It's way more of a British thing than it is over here now because they're 30 years removed from anything almost, and 25. When was their last record? Late 90s, early 2000s?
Oasis?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, gosh. Maybe early aughts, I think.
I think that's right.
Like maybe 03, 04 or something like that.
We're getting to the point where people are like, who? You know? As sad as it is.
Yeah. Oh, the kids know Champagne Supernova, right? And Wonderwall. They know
So
those.
2008.
Oh, 2008. Okay.
Really?
Dig Out Your Soul.
Boy,
Yeah.
you lost me on that one.
Anyway, here's Wonderwall.
Okay, a couple quick hits before we go. Has anyone heard of Jackie O? Not Kennedy's
I was going to
wife.
say, most everyone has heard of Jackie O.
No, it's spelled Jacky and then OH.
Oh.
I'm going to say no.
Okay.
Is that from Wild On?
Wild and Out.
Wild and Out?
Yes. So she was on Wild and Out, which is on BET. And when she was on Wild and Out, she met DC Young Fly, who is still on Wild and Out.
You think that's his real name?
No. But they met on the set in 2015. They have 3 kids together. Well, yesterday, TMZ reported that she had died at the age of 32.
Ew.
And it appears that we might have another botched plastic surgery scenario.
Oh, no. What was she trying to spruce up?
Well, she
booty?
went to Miami for a mommy
The booty.
makeover. So generally like a boob lift or a boob job and a tummy tuck or whatever. And so she had a since deleted post where she posed alongside her plastic surgeon
Oh, no.
And her caption was, "Getting ready for my mommy makeover with Dr. Zach. Stay tuned to my YouTube for the full reveal."
Oh.
And then she died.
Oh.
And so it's not confirmed that she died from complications due to the surgery, but that is the speculation. And that the surgeon, Dr. Zach Okha of Miami, he's been sued multiple times by former patients.
Oh, no.
And then he's also sued former patients for defamation because they've left negative reviews saying that he butchered them, and then he sues them for defamation. So,
man, she's got 3 little ones.
Yeah. So sad news there. And
she's like in Total Recall, she has 3 of them.
Corby, kids.
Children.
Oh,
children.
Here,
well, you just said she had 3 little ones.
They're
just little. No, those were 3 big ones.
Let me show you pictures to help you with your jokes.
All right. Okay. All right.
And lastly, we've heard once again from Bam Margera, because he is going through his divorce with Nicole Boyd, his estranged ex, and they have a son, Phoenix, together. And yesterday, he thought this was a good move in their custody battle. He went on Instagram and did a huge rant, a video in which he said, "I'm going to smoke crack with the bums down at the effing boardwalk until I'm dead unless you deliver me effing Phoenix."
Wow. This doesn't seem to be going well.
No. So everyone pray for the family of Jackie O and for Bam Margera.
Has that ultimatum ever been issued quite like that, though?
No, but I look forward to that.
I'm going to
day.
smoke crack till I die.
I've seen it.
To make a demand, it seems. Okay.
That's your news.
With the concert calendar, which is brought to you by
DFWsecurity.com.
Dave.
Here's Dave.
Thank you.
Dave.
All right, we do have a busy weekend and some big shows beginning tonight with this one at Dos Equis Pavilion with special guest Ludacris.
Luda!
It is Janet Jackson.
Is Luda back from space?
Yeah, he made it.
Okay.
He survived re-entry.
Man, she's in town tonight.
Next door? Where's she?
Dos Equis.
Okay. What does she look like these days?
Michael.
Janet Jackson 2023. Going to Google image
Black
search.
girl, right?
Real quick.
Yes, Corby.
What's the age?
See, now I just typed in Janet Jackson black girl.
57.
Wow.
Jerk.
What do those images show?
Shut up. All right, she's had stuff done.
Does she have her brother's nose now?
Yeah, it's weird, dude. All right, well, that'll be weird.
Yeah, it'll be fun. Tonight at Granada, Heartless Bastards.
Going!
Is that Corby music?
Heartless Bastards?
Yeah.
Are you not familiar with them?
I don't think I know them.
Dude, they are so good.
Yeah, dude.
Sorry, dude.
Chick lead singer. I can't believe you're not familiar with them. Total indie. I want to play one. I'll play one song to see if you know it, okay? Because I just feel like that you should know it. And we're going to play it right now.
Did you Google Heartless Bastards Black Girl?
Is it not up? I got the thing plugged in.
You're up.
Your mom's... I don't... Yeah, I quit.
Things are going well.
Well, don't know what happened, but it's not playing.
Moving right along tonight.
It's not there!
Oh, there it is.
Tonight at 3 Links, Dallas Uber Allies, the Dead Kennedys tribute. At Trees, Doyle. At Deep Ellum Art Company, Recno. At Double Wide, Thelma and the Sleaze.
Jesus.
At the studio at the factory, Giovanni and the Hired Guns. At the Longhorn Ballroom, Rodney Crowell.
Rodney.
At the Majestic Theater, Lady A, a.k.a. Lady Antebellum.
Oh, you know what's going on with my stupid Spotify?
What?
My kid's on it. I can see, like, he keeps hitting something, Lil Wayne.
Why is Heartless Bastards playing? This is stupid.
These
Lame.
losers with white people.
That makes sense. Yeah. Tonight at Station 4, Debbie Gibson. I'm not familiar with Station 4, but it says it's on Cedar Springs, so I'm guessing it's like a gayborhood.
Never heard of it either. Debbie Gibson, huh?
Makes sense, though.
Sometimes when you love me.
I don't know.
And we just had Tiffany like last week or the week before, right?
We did.
They were mall rivals back in the 80s.
They hated each other until they didn't.
Also tonight at Stereo Live, Paul Oakenfold at House of Blues.
Whoa.
Rule.
Paul Oakenfold, that's the DJ, right?
Yeah, DJ dude.
That is going to be freaking slamming with Molly and everything else. I'm in. I'm going to that. Gravy?
Yeah, is he Young Gravy?
No.
Tonight at House of Blues, Rule. Tonight at the Barley House, Hard Knight's Day. Tonight and tomorrow at the Kessler, Abram Alexander. He also was there yesterday, or last night. At Texas Trust CU Theater, either La Mafia or LA Mafia. Not sure.
It's La Mafia.
Is it La? Because I saw it stylized with LA and caps, so I wasn't sure.
I'm almost 90% sure.
It's law.
90%.
Okay. I know that the salsa czar is pounding his dash right now. At the Pavilion at Toyota Music Factory, Revolution.
Okay.
At Arlington Music Hall, Ricochet. At Dan Silverleaf, RTB2.
Oh, man, I used to love them.
At Andy's Bar, Closet Goth. At Lava Cantina, Aaron Watson. At Legacy Hall, the Aerosmith cover band Walk This Way. At Love and Warren, Texas, Mason Lively. At Lola's, Special Ed. At Tannehill's Tavern tonight, Rhett Miller.
Really? At Tannehill's?
Yes.
What? Rhett?
What?
How did you even call?
How did you not invite Corby and leave tickets at the front door for him?
I didn't want anything free. I just wanted to see Rhett. Damn it, Rhett.
I mean, he's in town and he's not even looking us up. Not even trying to sit in today.
What's happened, Rhett? What's next, Rhett? Okay.
And tonight at Billy Bob's, Cody West.
Yes. All right, see if you know this song. Pull it back up. I'm on YouTube now, so. Heartless Bastards, by the way. Just a rock and roll band, man.
It's kind of boring.
Shut up.
I like Santana better.
Yeah, I would be headed for the exits already.
Why? You don't like rock? You don't like girls?
I don't like her voice, and this is too plotting. This is just like I'm at that bar in Roadhouse.
With that blind guy?
Yeah.
God.
Okay, we got to move it along.
All right.
Tomorrow at Granada, Clan of Zymox. I might go to that. At Sundown, Hive Mind Honey. At Three Links, Cayuga All-Stars. At Deep Ellum Art Company, Katie Turner. At Double Wide, Voska. At the Studio at the Factory, William Black. At House of Blues tomorrow night,
Anus.
The Anus?
Yeah.
Anees. He looks like Gallagher.
Is this a soft singing guy?
Going!
Kind of, sort of, but...
I heard Gallagher, so I had to say going.
Yeah.
The Anus?
Listen.
A lot of pretty faces could waste my time, but you're my dream, girl. You make flowers bloom. Girl, you make the stars collide.
So go see the Anus at House of Blues tomorrow night. At the Cambridge Room at House of Blues tomorrow, Navy Blue. At the Barley House, Joshua Tree, the U2 tribute. At Texas Trust CU Theater, America.
Oh, one of the first concerts I ever saw was America open up for Crosby, Stills, and Nash in 1987.
At Six Flags?
With your girlfriend?
Starplex.
At the Montreal Forum.
Yeah, I was way into it. I thought America was so just hippie cool. And let's go, man. Let's do this. I'm one of you. And you know what? They were. Good band, America.
Really?
Dude.
You stand by it, huh?
Yes, they were great songwriters for back then.
You like Horse with No Name?
Yeah.
You don't punch out on this?
I may punch out on this, but the rest of the songs that gets regular radio play, I do not at all.
All right.
I like it
This
because
is-
it makes me think of Breaking Bad.
Yes, and this is also one of those songs you can play on the acoustic.
It is, quite easily.
In week one.
You can nail it. I can play guitar!
Also, tomorrow at Andy's Bar in Denton, St. Blonde. At Lava Cantina, the Eagles tribute Desperado. At Legacy Hall, the Selena tribute Bitty Bitty Banda. At Tulips in Fort Worth, Oatmeal Pizza. At Lola's, Wood Eye. At Tannehill's Tavern, Creed Fisher. And at Billy Bob's, Shenandoah.
Hell yeah.
Sunday at Three Links, Ben Nichols. At Club Dada, it appears this show is very sold out, Lynn Lapid. This is Soft Singer Girl.
Yeah, baby.
Quiet is the city air on a summer night after.
Hang on, Axel.
I don't think it goes anywhere fast. Sunday at House of Blues, Bryson Tiller. At the Majestic, Mary Chapin Carpenter.
Here's David Lee Roth.
At Levin Warren, Texas, Buffalo Ruckus of Jub Jam fame.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They're good.
Yeah. Monday at Three Links, Elf Power.
Right there. Right there.
Tuesday at Club Dada, Brick and Mortar. At House of Blues, Sid Hartha.
Is that a Rick and Morty cover band? Brick and Mortar?
Brick and Morty.
Tuesday at the Pavilion at Toyota Music Factory, opening up with Modest Mouse, Weezer.
Whoa.
Boy, that sounds like a pretty
What
good
night is
little
that?
show.
Tuesday, Modest Mouse and Weezer.
Damn, bro.
And a pretty good band,
You
Mama,
do Tuesdays?
is opening up.
I can do
There's-
Tuesdays.
It's a 3-band bill. So you got Mama, Modest Mouse, and Weezer.
Wow.
At Tannehill's Tavern on Tuesday, Toad the Wet Sprocket. Wednesday at Three Links, Male Tears. At Trees, GBH. At Club Dada, Arts Fishing Club. At the Factory on Wednesday, Beartooth is opening up, and the headliner is Trivium.
God, Ham. You got to go to this.
Meh.
You love Trivium. God, what is
This
that
is like
guitar?
hockey warm-up music.
It kind of is, yes.
And now, entering the eyes are your Florida Panthers. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe
Wednesday
out,
at the studio at the
breathe
Factory,
in,
Loveless. At Deep Elm Art Company, Poldor. At
Poldor.
Cambridge Room, Baby Rose. And at Lava Cantina, Stony LaRue. Thursday at Granada,
Country.
the Rocket Summer. Do you remember them?
I'm thinking about other things.
Very emo.
I heard about today. All this weekend tomorrow.
Like the way he sings.
Got
a girlfriend, she lives up in Canada.
But you see, for now I got my own things.
Who's this?
It's very 90s. The Rocket Summer.
Sounds like Our Lady Peace.
Thursday at Sundown, Jess Williamson. At the studio at the Factory, Water Parks. At Deep Elm Art Company, Catch a Fire. At Cambridge Room, Welshie Arms. At House of Blues, Toad the Wet Sprocket. They're doing the Fort Worth, Dallas thing.
Toady Toad.
And at Arlington Music Hall, The Frontmen.
Ty.
And at the Reconsider Lounge, a modern hip-hop tribute act featuring an overpaid NFL rules analyst, Childish Blandino.
Okay.
And a Queen cover band fronted by Kim Cattrall, Expelling Diaphragms. Front Bottom Hurls.
Yeah.
Just rapid fire.
Peppering the front row.
Front bottom pearls. All right, good stuff, Dave. 650 on the ticket.